Starts, I'm studying my opponent. Find out his main component is what I do at the moment. Cause on the black and white, I gotta ride with the night. But every day and night, I'm a knight that's holding a mic. If you analyze my life, it mirrors the chessboard. Time counts with moving pieces like verses that I record. I would cancel my king if you wanna battle with me. You guaranteed a zug swing before ever capturing me. Schooled you like academy, same as assault and battery. Cause stalemate's no option when executing my strategy. Now the moves on me direct pawn to B4. Two kings battle for the mind, psychological war. Pawn at the 8th rank, homie, give me my bitch back. But it's not revealed to me, I discovered attack. Next move set up, and I'm ready to seal his fade. With my knight watching my queen, she took his pawn, checkmate. They call us pawns, that's okay, pawns can never retreat. Some losses I took in silence, still I stood on my feet. You play checkers, I play chess, and that's what sets us apart. Me versus me, my withstanding me from the start. Moving like a knight, and I strike with a silent blade. I mean with a pen and a pad, and the beats getting slayed. You can't undo what's been done, and time cannot be restored. 242% till I'm taken off the board. Mistake after mistake, learning the rules of the game. Blunder sent me back, and time cannot be replaced. Friends playing like pawns when I seen them as royalty. Had to sacrifice the pieces that didn't know loyalty. I would sacrifice nights to go back to that one night. I push a pawn into promotion, returning my second night. Taking wins for what they are, and I take losses as lessons. So I either win or I learn, and I take that as a blessing. Every single obstacle I cannot overcome. Amplify the way I play, helping out in the long run. I take the form of a knight when I'm not moving one with my hand. And I move like I do on the board, strategically planned. The only thing that's different between me and the game is that it's over if you capture the other king during play. So I'm the king of my game, but I'm a knight of my heart. But when I die, my game's not over, it's living out through my art.
Never play the board, always the man. You gotta play the man, playing the board, play me.
Like you see his mouth say, but it's like Pnut.
It is live?
Yeah, now it is.
Shit.
What up? This is B42 at the Check the Tekneek podcast. Today I have Rain and the Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati, Pnut. What's good, everybody? How you guys doing today?
Fine and
This
dandy.
Big Dick Daddy over
How's it
here.
hanging? How's it hanging?
Kind of low.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
It's not cold in here, so it's low.
It's fucking hot. I'm waiting for it to get fucking cold. Just pull up my drink, you know? Gotta get right. Water.
Distilled water.
I didn't steal this water.
Food stamp paid for it.
Facts. Because we have food stamps around here. It's a hustle.
It hits different over here in San Bernardino.
Yeah, because
IE.
everything, water tastes better when it's free. Everything tastes better when it's free.
Nah, I mean, that Baldwin Park water do something else.
Oh, yeah, we're all from Baldwin Park. Forgot about that. Yeah, I've been out here so long, I almost got my 66 covered up.
IE, baby.
Oh, wow.
My number, I had to change my number.
You started saying Fontana like that.
Oh, Fonta.
Whatever, doggy.
Well, thank you guys for joining in with me today. It's been in the making. Been talking about it. My last freaking show it was like a year ago. Because all my guests say they're going to come, but timing. But now, since he doesn't have his kid today.
Yeah, no.
He misses him.
Thanks for throwing that in my face.
Hey, no, next time you could bring him. He'll probably make us laugh on the show.
That motherfucker needs his own podcast in general.
Why? Tell us about it.
What stupid shit that comes out of his mouth? You've been around this little dumbass. I mean that respectful.
I remember one time I was at your house and I had to use the bathroom, right? I don't know he was in there. I walked in, but he didn't get embarrassed. He was just like, I'm pooping.
Yeah.
But the door was open. So when I walked in, I was like, oh shit, my bad, Jerry. He's like, I'm pooping.
Like, no big deal.
Like, you can chill if you want. Not tripping.
So how you doing though?
I've been in the county before.
I did a little bit of tempo.
When I was upstate. That's what, 10 now?
That's like 10 already.
Yeah,
we have a bet. He has to say upstate or referencing upstate 542 times I'm gonna buy my car, but I didn't tell him what kind or size.
As long as it runs, dog, I don't give a fuck.
Remote control. Does it run?
You'd be surprised, dog. I mean, if you're trying to get me like a Traxxas, that's about 500, 600 bucks right there. So you're better off buying me a regular little
what?
bucket.
A Traxxas?
Little Traxxas RC.
Remote control car.
$600?
Yeah, motherfuckers ain't no peanuts.
You hear that? What's that mean? What are you getting at?
What you trying
Them
to get
shits ain't cheap.
I don't know. I thought he was talking like
into?
Mr. Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati.
That's big dick. That ain't peanuts.
That's my nickname.
That's my I'm Big Dick by night and Peanut by day. Wow.
Kind of got the whole Bruce Wayne Batman theme going.
Yeah, you get the point.
You have a Batmobile?
Not yet.
You use his? So who's Robin?
What used to be my alter ego, Robin, y'all.
Dum.
Oh, like I used to write that shit when I was over there in La Puente.
You lived in La Puente?
Yeah.
I thought you guys moved from HLA to Bowling.
Fuck you.
I'm serious.
No, what the fuck?
What's that? I could have sworn that's what your dad told me.
I've been in Baldwin Park all day. Maybe 2 days in Bellflower when I was born because I was at the hospital.
You were born in Bellflower? I was born in Bellflower.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't know that.
We should totally be friends. Oh wait.
Oh,
You
wait.
see, I was born upstate.
That's when they took you from your mom.
Oh, damn, that was cold. That was a good one.
Like, all right, breastfeed him once, but he's going to this.
Nah, they took 3 days.
Take it to the orphanarium.
That sounds important.
Sounds high class.
Oh, shit. So, move, kids. So I got some. Try not to be boring with it. Just get the questions going and the questioning going. Doesn't cooperate.
I don't answer questions.
I'm gonna ask a question.
Or,
So we're just gonna sit right here. I'm gonna ask a question every
Lawyer.
question. Every question's gonna be yes.
shit, my bad.
And we're back. So let's cut the bullshit.
Who's got OnlyFans?
Thank you.
She got the drugs.
Who has an OnlyFans? Only Vatos.
Yee! I was the only one subscribed, apparently.
I know. Why'd you stop? I thought I toured good.
You thought.
No, I know I'm a thought, but
Not for $3.99. More like a $1.99 or free.
you're right. Since I only had one fucking subscriber. So let's get into the theatrics of this all. What's your take on the state of hip hop right now?
Lefty Gunplay is the best rapper.
I feel like
A lot of mid motherfuckers, if you ask me.
as far as Lefty goes, little backstory.
He's really like that.
I've known Lefty since. So, in Baldwin Park, growing up in Baldwin Park, I was from a crew. He was from a separate crew. Our crews never beefed it, but we didn't actually kick it either. But whenever he seen me, it was always love. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't find out later that he was in prison. And then when he got out, I seen him when I was with somebody, went to go to his pad one time, and he was like, he comes out of his house, he's like, there? And I was like, yeah. What's up,
The
fool?
Spider-Man shit.
Yeah, he's like, what's up, fool? And I was like,
542, by the way.
what's up, my boy? How you like? How you been? He's like, I've been good, dog.
Hey, Bear's being an asshole to me. Is like, yeah, you're barking up the wrong tree. Like, I'm team B42 all day, not you, bitch. Like,
Oh, kind of like a fucking that's the recent situation. We're live. Oh, like that recent situation, huh? Yeah, that one. When you were like, yeah, like that shit was cool, but I mean, I met her through you. Like after she did that, you're like, nah, fuck, that shit's out.
if she came through you, it's like she could leave through you, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a fucked up situation, but you know, YOLO.
Shit happens.
You only lie once.
Shit happens when you party naked.
So back to the question: what's on your daily playlist?
It's a lot, really.
I'm
Like,
curious. I love music, so you can name it all.
it's a lot. Like,
John Denver.
I don't know, dude.
I'm not even lying. Like not to cut him off real fast. My shit goes from like, you go from old school country to like
How old
newish
school?
shit. John Denver, life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle.
You know who I got into recently? That somebody told me a song. It was I forgot the name of the artist, but the song's called "Slow Dancing in a Burning Room." You ever heard of that song?
I've been in there, but
Fuck, I forgot the name. I forgot the name, but that was a pretty. That song got me put onto his music, so I ended up liking it. So what's up, name some off?
For the most part, I'll listen to like hip hop or rap. So like I'll be playing like Blueface or a lot of older rap too. Like the one that have reoccurring the most, like Brother Lynch, X-Rated.
That's right.
Brother Lynch, X-Rated, 6, Gangsta Pat. Those are like ones that like reoccur like the most.
X-rated before he found God.
Yeah, before he found God.
I remember one time I was talking to some girl and I started singing a lyric and she continued because I was just like, hey, I'm gonna sing something to you right now. If you can finish it, we can work out. If not, I'm gonna have to leave you. I was like, look up in the sky, it's a motherfucking slug. Some nigga done let one off and only my cousin shit. And she was like, that Loxius motherfucker from 29. She started rapping along with it. I was like,
oh,
all right. Yeah. I was like,
I should have married her.
that was dope though. When I fuck with Lynch, I fuck with I like X-Rated. Before he went upstate.
Not because he was still having the bangers because he was still doing it over the phone and you could tell. That in itself back in the day was like something new, like the homie Little Sin KIP. That was his shit, like, and like you heard like it's like I'll be stalking like Jason, the rat-a-tat-tat. I was like, what the fuck's up with this? Like these acoustics, that's over a phone from prison. I was like, no way, dude. Like, yeah, dude, this fool doing life for like 20 buddies in 20 minutes and la-di-da,
You know, a little story that I found out.
Kill 50 G's in the West Indies.
So you know who taught X-Rated the proper way to record into the phone? I already found this out too. You probably somebody you'll never.
Brother Lynch?
No, but it's another person from like actually he's from the Bay Area. He's a Bay Area icon. I'll give you a hint. He's dead now.
That's all of them.
Yeah, but I feel like there's one that kind of gets brought up as far as like the hyphy movement and Mac Dre. You guys listen to him?
Yeah.
He taught X-Rated that. So the way he would do it is X-Rated talking to or Mac Dre talks into the phone on the other end. That's coming on the other side. Instead of putting the phone to the like a speakerphone and just recording it, they what's that called? MacGyvered away to put the phone cords. They cut a phone with the phone cords to plug it straight into the fucking interface. So technically, X-Rated would be rapping into the interface, but just do a phone.
So it wasn't like you were holding up like a.
No, it rapping straight into like that little red box that I have.
Yeah.
That's kind of innovative. But I feel like when it comes to quality, I've heard a few people rap from prison or jail, whatever. Quality, I don't know if you guys are into Draco like that, but the album that he had called Welcome to Global Telling or something like that. I forgot the name of the album. That whole album he did from fucking County. That shit sounds fucking cool. That's one of the most smoothest sounding records from jail that I've ever heard. Because like you said, you could tell that when X-Rated would be rapping over the phone. You could tell
there's a phone or there's something in between it. But I mean, nowadays you don't even need to do all that. It's like motherfuckers being there like, all right here at Pelican Bay in the shoe, like
got a better phone than me.
Yeah, it's like got the phone with me, like he does. Like,
no,
damn,
it's called the Cuerno.
Call me on a butt phone.
Curiosity, just because of your age, Brother Lynch and X-Rated, they started in the early 90s. Just like out of curiosity, who put you onto that? And who put you on that type of music?
My uncle.
Oh, you used to listen to that?
Yeah.
That's dope. I mean, y'all, the only way this shit could keep going is if the older heads, which we are now.
Speak for yourself. Oh wait, I am older.
Is by like my little nephew. He's kind of young right now. I don't want to put some EBK up in his face at the moment, but when he grows up, I'm gonna bump some stuff around him that just to keep it going, because if we don't share it, it'll die out over time. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. He was bumping with me in the car, taking me to school.
Well, you've been around my son, Little Rain.
Oh,
He'll be out there, north, like, no, man.
I got a 40 in my hip. I got 30 in my nose.
Yeah, like singing Suicide Boys and shit. Like, I got a 40 on my hip. I got a 30 up my nose. Like, mijo, do you know what that is? Yeah. I was like, You really don't.
Got a 30.
I mean, what's that song? That song all the kids like with that Pedro. But he'd be right there like fentanyl. I'm like, I gotta watch what I say sometimes.
You're like, but I can't be mad at you.
It's like, you is my kin. There's no doubt about it. Not in front of grandma.
Like, tone it down a bit. She doesn't know what a 30 up your nose is.
That's my fault, I guess.
How old your uncle? Like, what area does he come from?
He just hit like 40, 41.
Oh, so he's okay. So he's not like as old as my parents, but he's like in the middle 40s. Yes. Yeah, I can see that.
Vice versa. Like when I was little, my mom's youngest brother was a rocker, so I was always into like. In his room, he had like Metallica on the wall. He had like Ozzy and shit like that. He was always playing guitar. I mean, he had the mullet hair and all that, like old school pictures of him. And, you know, oh, I seen Anthrax play back in the day. I see, all that. And I'd be like, oh, awesome. All the while he's going to prison and stuff. And like,
you're like, that's why, because you listen to that devil music.
Yeah. My mom used to say like, oh yeah, your uncle went to fire camp, when he was younger, this and that. He done this, he done. I'm thinking when I'm little, like, hey, what a good guy, he was a fireman. He went to fire camp. That's awesome. And it's like, as I got older, started fucking up in the system and stuff. It's like, oh, it wasn't voluntary, and as much as he needed to get time off his bid. Now it all makes sense.
Like, it's making sense to me now.
He wasn't a good guy. He was a bad guy doing a good thing.
Like, he didn't really care about us, but I get it.
As much as he cared about that time getting knocked off.
Don't worry, we're still live.
No, I'm just.
No, I just took the picture off the screen. I want to get a shot of the podcast.
Like earlier, I was telling like Wes Watson, the podcast.
Wes Watson's that fool who was busted, no? Or wasn't he like a
supposedly a shot caller and all that good stuff they say, or that he says, anyways.
I seen a good a podcast with some fool. His name was. I seen it on that Hood. You guys heard of Hoodstocks, right?
Yep.
I heard of Hoodstocks. I mean, I heard of this. I heard Hoodstocks. My homie Sebastian. Shout out my homie Sebastian. He put me on the Hoodstocks. But this fool shooter. He has 3 parts on that freaking on that.
Shooters on Go?
Huh?
Shooters on Go?
He's from Paris, not France.
Paris, California.
Yes.
Eh. Still not impressed, but go on.
Still not impressed. I was thinking it's a completely different movie. I was thinking of the cover of when you said Summer Walkers, I thought Triple X for some reason. I don't know why. That's what popped in my head. But then when you said that's why when I was like Ben Affleck, I'm over here. That's fucking Vin Diesel, Cock Diesel. What do you think the streets? Why do you think the streets create a stronger bond than some families sometimes?
Because you find what you're looking for.
Which would be
love and acceptance.
Okay. Do you what about you? What do you think about that?
Didn't grow up with the dad, that male figure, so latch on to this dude, or he might. I don't want to say you latch on to, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he's showing you the ins and outs of things. It may not be the things that you should be learning, but they teach you the ins and outs. So it's
still some type of guidance, like
somewhat of a father figure that most people. I don't want to say most people, but most didn't have sometimes.
Okay. What about you? Like, why do you feel like people get drawn to join a hood, or why do you think it creates a stronger bond than family, like the blood family? Because trust me, I have like my homie right here. I have people that aren't my blood that I would call before I would call my own family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
God. Why'd you lead with that?
Should have said so.
Did he tell you about that story?
Yeah.
But tell you that did he tell you the reason I was pissed off? Mainly, it wasn't because
I was all sticky.
It wasn't because of the reason I beat him up. It wasn't because my window got cracked. No, I was mad because the fool threw a soda at me and I was sticky when I got to the range pad. that I was. Let's go.
But when he calls me on the phone and I'm like in a marijuana coma, like, wake up. What else? Like, hey, nigga, I just got into it with these fools, this and that. Fucking threw a soda at me and I got all of that. I'm pissed, dog. And I'm thinking, like, oh, they threw a can of soda, so he's pissed. Like, yeah, I'd be pissed too. That shit kind of hurts. And like, he's like, I'll be there, like, right now. I'm coming for Circle K. So that's like 5:42 seconds away.
This fool comes out like, hey, what up, man? I'm like, but the thing is, I got out of my car. I was like, let's go, huh? Let's go.
I'm just like, what? That's what he says, like, enemies, your enemies, dude. Clack, clack with the shit. I was like, oh, let me go grab my coat.
Let me go grab my coat.
Like, whoop my ass like that.
Yeah, I was pissed off because I was sticky. It wasn't, the fighting didn't get me pissed. It wasn't even the fact of getting jumped because I look at fighting, it's not a big deal to me because I've done it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like another fight is just it's just like another fight. Even getting jumped, there was only 2 of them, but I didn't care about that. I was mad because, and I might have had a fresh tea too. That's probably what pissed me off even more.
No, I'd be pissed more about being sticky like that.
Well, because you can wash the sticky out, but that shirt is gone forever. Forever. You're not that young.
I mean, if it was white, yeah, but other than that, I mean,
you were still taught right. You still got shown the right stuff. Because I did that in front of somebody recently at school. It's funny because I'm going to school. I don't know if you knew that, but I didn't realize there's a lot of people there that are out fresh out of high school. So I made that reference one time on one of our breaks. I was like, and nobody said nothing. And I was like, oh my God,
I'm that guy.
I'm that guy.
I'm that old guy in the corner of the room.
Yeah, that's the fucking. It showed my age that day, and I was like, "This might be how rain feels sometimes."
Didn't you just say you're like what, 33? Ain't that much?
Aren't you like 42?
5:42.
That's right.
42.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make another upstate joke.
No, see, it's got to be on my time, not yours, dog. It's only funny when I say it, not you.
So like I said, creating that.
And I did 15 months upstate.
Do you feel like the people find love in the streets, like how we just talked about, for the wrong reasons sometimes? Like they want to be accepted for the wrong reasons? You do?
It can happen, yeah.
I call them fools fly-by-nighters.
Fly-by-nighters?
Fly-by-nighters. Like, they come around thinking it's like all sunshine and lollipops till like the shit hits the fan and like, oh, it really like that out here? It's like,
it's time, everyone's gangster till it's time to do gangster shit, basically.
It's kind of like that part in Toy Story. You know, you really think you're the Buzz Lightyear? Oh, and all this time I thought it was an act. Hey guys, it's the real Buzz Lightyear.
I am Mrs.
Yeah.
Nisbet.
Don't you get it? You see the hat? Smacks him with his own arm.
And it comes back. Do you feel that, like, what are the reasons you feel like they might get misguided into, wanting to be in the streets? Because I know that there's people who grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth who are attracted to that life because of music. But like you just said, when they see it, you're like, oh no, I'm going to go back to my...
Like they pull the sheets up like, oh no.
I feel like that's the reason I get upset with certain rappers. I guess we never really know the full story, but I know people that have died due to street violence. I know people that, which I'm sure you guys have too. So when people are talking about it,
t-shirts, dog.
I feel like when people are talking about it on glorifying the streets, they're only telling one side of it. It's like, that's cool, I get it, but tell me the other side of that. Tell me about that time your homie got hit and you were because they make themselves look up to be like immortal or untouchable. Motherfucker, you probably cried too because you lost somebody, but you're not telling that story. You know what I'm saying?
Like the homie Big Sin, free Big Sin, by the way.
Free Big Sin.
I was at my wife's house. I'm drinking, we're having a good time. My dad calls me. He's like, "Hey, don't get mad." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm pissed already." Because when people say that, it's like, "All right, I'm pissed." Sin just got shot in the head in front of the pad. And I'm like, stand the fuck up. Like, what do you mean?
And where were we at?
I was in La Puente.
Oh, so you okay.
That was when I moved in with her. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Like, I got up all dramatic. What the fuck you mean they shot him? Shot him in the head, light it. Where's he at? They said they were.
Did you think he was dead or no?
It's one of those things. You hear someone got shot in the head. Okay, I'm thinking maybe, if he's not dead, because they said they took him to the hospital. I was like, where are they taking him? Kaiser. All right, cool. Babe, get your shit. They just shot Sin. We gotta go. Look it. I get off onto the main street. I'm not stopping. I'm running all fucking red lights from, Hacienda and Temple. Smash all the way. I like, you look left, I look right. I just pointed right and left. And I'm running red lights. I don't give a fuck. I mean, we got there in like 5:42 seconds. And I get there and like, cops are there already, this and that. Where's my brother? What's his name? La-di-da, whoop-de-doo. Okay. Family members of so-and-so. He got moved to USC hospital for trauma. I go,
Let's
got
go.
in the car. Hey, from Baldwin Park Kaiser to USC in downtown, got there in another 5:42 seconds.
Yeah.
100 miles, 100 pedal to the metal.
What's going through your head when this is happening?
And I'm just, nah, just nah.
Yeah.
I get there. Where's my carnal at? This and that. His name is, XYZ. They come out. He's in the back. You want to go see him? And I'm there like bawling my eyes out, this and that. And I'm like, no, but like, yeah, fuck it. Like, let me go see my carnal. Like, maybe say goodbye to him, this and that. Walking me to the trauma center. It's like, you see the curtains, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, where is this motherfucker at? And he's right there. Hey, Rain, what's up, my boy? Hey, check it out. I got shot in the head. And I swear to God, I look at him and go, fuck you, Wesson. Like,
Well,
fuck
I was
you.
gonna say,
like,
I know you said, I figured like, fuck you. That's how we show our love, like, But when you seen him react, like, what was your initial reaction? Were you just like relieved of all, like, okay, he's alive, like he's straight?
I was like, it was more like, what the fuck? Like, they said you got shot in the head, motherfucker. You should be like bandages on your head, like tubes down your throat, like, life support. Not that I wished it, but it's like,
that's what you were expecting.
Again, your big homie just got shot in the head. Like, it's not usually something you walk away from. It's like, yeah, Dick, look, a fucking bullet grazed my skull and came out right here.
Oh, it grazed him?
Like, they shot him like point blank.
I was like, it doesn't take away from the fact he got shot, but when you said shot, I thought like it entered in, but it hit him, but it went up.
Went in like right here.
Uh-huh.
Like traveled along the skull under the skin and just popped out right here. So like,
damn, that's
somebody was looking out for him. Higher power, lower power, whatever the fuck. Hard head, just
that's or bad aim, even at point blank.
And I mean, he said they were just like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
it felt surreal.
And then after, it's just like, at the end of the day, it's like, only you though, only you that would happen to. Only this fool, because he was a beast like that. Like,
I can't say I know anybody who got shit like that. I got grazed too, but wasn't in my head.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I got grazed until I got into the shower at my girlfriend's house. I was all tripped out because of the fucking situation. Yeah. I'll be in there and I'm shooting something. Don't mind that.
Landlord.
Yeah. I'm just a tenant. I got into her house. I was trying to calm down, but my adrenaline was still pumping. It wasn't until I hopped in the shower that I turned the water on and I was the water
stung you, right?
The water. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck happened?
Is that blood? Oh, that's blood.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, I didn't know it hit me or grazed me. There's a little scar right here, but now getting in the head, that's a completely different story. But I mean, at least it was he, when you did see him, did they have any IVs in him or because you said
he's literally sitting like on the gurney, like all happy, and he's like, hey dog, they gave me some morphine. Hey, now I know why you like fucking with pills. Because at the time I was fucking with like downer, like a gang of downers, like Vicodins and shit. And he's like, now I know why you like, hey, can I get another push? Like, this shit's bomb, hey Rain. Like, I'm just like, you're pretty cheeky for someone that gets shot in the motherfucking head, but I guess.
Now, was he that type of person? Was he always like that? Like joke, serious situation, but he's joking. Like he's like,
yeah,
he was always like that.
Like, it was hot and cold. When it was time to work, it's time to work.
As it should be. How long have you known him?
Shit, since kindergarten. Known him from kindergarten. And then like his family moved away. He took off with his mom, and then caught up with them in junior high. And then, 7th, 8th grade, when you go to Olive in Baldwin Park, you're going to one or two high schools that we got in the hood. So it's like met up with them back in 9th grade. Hey, he was doing his thing, I was doing my thing. And then he took off again. He took off to Sacktown. And then I was like, 16? And then I met up with him at a Halloween party when I was like 18.
Oh, you just randomly?
Just randomly, he happened to be there. He was like, hey, I remember you. I was like, holy shit, what's that? Like, heck, la-di-da.
And did it pick up back to where it left off? Or
then it just picked up to where it left off, to where just started chilling with them more. And then eventually I got from the hood. And he was like, hey, I remember one day because I wasn't from the hood yet, so I was like, oh, I kind of low-key dissed the hood. He's like, hey, Dick, that's where I'm from. I was like, no way. I was like, that's crazy. Then after that, it's one of those things where I was so wet behind the ears that I didn't know, like, kicking it with him, kicking with the homies from the hood was like...
It's going to get you affiliated?
Yeah, like, you look like a duck, you act like a duck. They ain't going to wait for you to quack like a duck.
Yeah.
So I told him that one time. He was like, what do you think, idiot? Who do you kick it with? You? Homies from KJ, la-di-da. Like,
they're like, oh, 2 + 2 =
oh, shit.
Well, how long has he been busted?
Shit, since 2017, 2018.
Oh, okay, so he's you've never met him then, huh?
No.
Okay.
I was with him when he got taken. Like, we got pulled over and we thought it was for some shit we've been doing. Next thing you know, like, marshals come, this and that, and he's like telling me, hey, it's for XYZ. Yeah. And I was like, no way. And that was it. And I was like, oh man, like,
it's fucking, it's not. I mean, I know people right now that are behind bars too, and I remember I got some. Wait, you know how long he got? Because it's gonna go with what I have to say right now.
You got life.
Okay, so I had
30 to life, something I forgot, but it's like he's doing the tiempo because after that he just work.
Yeah, right. The first time I ever got busted, it was actually in San Bernardino County. I did the time over here, 48 hours to life. The first time I ever did it, I freaking when I got into the dorm,
I met the biggest guy I could see.
I met some,
which was me.
Trip out when I got into the dorm, they asked, the hoop-de-hoo.
Yeah. License, registration, all that.
They
bullshit.
Were like, "Oh, you're from Baldwin Park." I was like, "Yeah." It was funny because they were like, "Hey, Baldwin." They were like, "Hey, Baldwin, we got one of you." He was from the hood, and I forgot his name though because this was in 2012. I wouldn't be able if I thought about it.
Was it Bubba?
I don't know. Well, you might be actually. Now that I think about it, you guys might be able to figure out who it was. If as far as like, because I got busted in March 2012, but you would just have to see who was busted around that time. You know what I mean?
Usually one homie that was usually in and out of like, what is it? Not Kern Valley. What was it? What did they call it over there?
I was at San Bernardino, Old County, not West Valley.
There you go. Yeah, West Valley shit.
But the story about going out to why I asked you how much time he was doing. This fool gave me some. It was just like one of those things where you hear little things throughout your life that kind of make you go, damn, even if they're really small. But it gave me a different perspective because when I got busted, he was talking to me. He couldn't be more than 5 years older than me. And he was just like, they were asking me what I got in trouble for, selling drugs to an undercover at a rave. And this fool.
Normal shit.
This fool was, he was from Colton.
He at least pick up more than once?
The what? Oh.
Did the undercover pick up at least once or twice?
It's not funny. I did 48 hours.
My bad.
Tiempo.
My bad, dog.
A ti. Nah, but
sound off.
This fool, he's like, fool, I'm about to do 5 years upstate, right? And I remember at the time I was like this. I was like, damn, this fool seems really happy to be doing time upstate, right? Like, I was like, hey, my boy, I'm just curious because this is my first time being busted. I was like, but you seem real happy to go upstate for 5 years. And what he told me kind of changed my perspective on things. He was like, yes, my boy, I got people in here who are never getting out again, dog. He's like, 5 years ain't shit. And that little thing stuck with me. I was like, damn, that's true. Because even 20 years or like 10 or 15 years, you're still getting out. He's like, I have homies who are never getting out again, dog. He's like, this 5 years ain't going to be shit.
it's like one of those things where it's like, when I was in like reception.
Where? When you were upstate?
I was trying not to say that, but I was upstate. But like there'd be like fools that come in tripping like I got fucking 2 years with half. Like, dude, all you gotta do is get out of reception, touchdown, get your 33%, another month or two, and you're going home if you keep clean. Like, plus you're going like to a 1-2 yard. Come on, like,
Yeah.
where the next man they're like, Dick, anything they would always say like anything under 10 years, you're fine. And it's true because it's like these fools would be like 18, 19. It's like, Dick, if you get like 10 years, you're coming out when you're 29, dude. Like, you're gonna be in your prime according to biology, so it's like it's not like if you got busted when you're 40 and you do 20 years or you're 60.
Perfect example is fucking situation like that, X-rated. He got busted in what, 91?
Back when they were giving out time like that, like there was no like.
Oh, and I think he was the first artist that ever got charged when they used his lyrics as evidence. No, but just going off what you said, like when you get out, when you busted and you get out, going when you're old, you have nothing when you come out. If you go in there when you're young and you come out, you still have a chance. Well, he got out when he was damn near 50, I believe. But the thing is, he was making music that whole time, so it kind of kept the momentum going. Because he's doing, that fool signed to Strange. I don't know if you guys like Tech Nine, but he signed to Strange Music. Tech Nine's the most successful independent rapper of independent rappers. You know what I'm saying? He signed to that label out of prison. Like, like I said, he never stopped writing, but I think he got 25 to life when he got out. I don't know exactly how it worked, but he made the most of it, I guess you could say, because I remember I seen one time that said you could there's some people who don't have a fucked up life who are born into something good, and what I say to that is that's good because some people weren't meant to have they wouldn't be able to handle it, like, you know what I'm saying? So other people,
I got a funny story about that, but go on.
Certain people, like I said, they're born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They don't know what it's like to struggle. They don't know what it's like to have hardship. And you know what? I look at it like good, because who would really wish that on somebody? I always say the shit that I've dealt with, as far as like my mental, because I have a real bad brain. Like it fucks with me a lot. I don't wish my anxiety or depression, when it's hit highs or lows, on my worst enemy. I'd rather just fight the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like we should have to deal with that, but it's part of life. But some people wouldn't make it. They would have off themselves a long time ago. Like, I'm sure you have your story. You have your story. I have my story. Just like point blank, I lost a daughter in 2017. So I know a lot of people who, if that would have happened, they probably wouldn't be here no more because I wanted to do it, but I'm glad I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say I just tell my story, but I'm guaranteed if somebody were walking through my shoes, they would have off themselves a long time ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? But going back to the jail thing.
Vice versa, though, real fast. You were there you were there for me, Dig, when my wife passed away, remember?
Yeah.
That was a fucking train wreck of a fucking train wreck of a train wreck.
And I remember when like certain situation happened, you were just like, you're like, my bad, Dig. And I was like, no, you're like, you're my homie. You don't have to apologize for shit. I'm glad if anything, I'm glad I was here. And two,
I'm glad you were there too, dude, because you saw how quick I was gonna off myself, dog. Shout out, straight out.
And that's what I said. I was like, if anything, I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad you were that vulnerable. Like, I'll never use that against you, but I mean, we're human. Some people hold shit in. I hold shit in a lot until it's just over. But luckily for me, I have an outlet. I write music, like, you know, and that shit helps me. It helps me vent, because my mom used to get mad at me for that shit. She's like, "Fuck, you don't talk to nobody. You hold so much shit in. Like, you need to stop doing that." And I'm like, "How? I don't know how."
Kill you.
Luckily, so you can find out more about me by listening to my music than talking to me, unless you're like one of my close friends. You know what I'm saying? Which is dope, because when I first started making music, I did it as a hobby, or like it wasn't really taking it serious. But when I lost my daughter, everything changed. Now I was writing from pain instead of for the fuck of it, and that
fuel for the fire, so to speak.
Basically, and a lot of our artists, if you really look back on it, a lot of our favorite artists do the same. They write their best music when they're sad or mad, or, you know what I'm saying, when something tragic happens. And by doing that, though, by taking the music from a source of pain instead of just fucking up, it connected with people more. If that makes, because the one thing that every human in life has as a common denominator is pain. Not everybody's felt happiness, but everybody has felt pain at least once. But so by doing that, it was able to connect more. Like, I've had people It hasn't been a lot, but I've had people message me. It was some girl one time, I forgot her name, but she messaged, say, "Hey, I don't know you. I've only known you on social media." She's like, "But I just want to let you know that I'm going through a really hard time. Something happened. She's like, I'm going through a real hard time right now, and your music's been helping me." To an artist, I mean, to any human, for somebody to come up to you and tell you something like that, it made me feel like almost complete. Because I remember Eminem said one time, he's like, "If I could help one person in the world from fucking hurting themselves or doing something stupid that they're gonna regret, if I could do it for one person," he's like, "My job's done. Like my job's complete." He's like, "I'm blessed enough to do it for multiple people, but if I could do it for one person, my job's complete." And when she said that, I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "I don't know if I should." Like, she was basically telling me thank you, but then I was like, "Well, thank you for telling me that," because sometimes
It's a two-way street.
but sometimes as an artist, if you're not getting too much motion, you don't know if it's really hitting people or if it's really people are really listening. So getting things like that every once in a while, it's like all right, cool. Maybe I am like I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if I was making another song that had nothing to do with reality, it probably wouldn't have been able to get to her because it's like this was talking about something else. Like,
Well, you've also said too, you don't rap about nothing you ain't done. You know, that's why you won't hear weed in your shit.
yeah, good thing you brought that up. Yeah. I only rap like I said, I only rap about things I've seen, done, experienced, or been a part. You know, never incriminating, of course. But I can never rap about like weed or some shit like that because I don't smoke weed. And if I did make a song, if I did make a song about that, any one of my friends would be like, "Man, you lying." Caposaurus Rex.
You ain't never bought me a blunt, motherfucker.
That's a question about like, what I felt about hip hop. That's how I feel like a lot of artists are. But I'm just like, you know what? My thing is when it comes to that love of hip hop, it's before I was really fucking fuck everybody, listen to underground, that's it. Now I'm like, you know what? They're having fun doing what they're doing, and they're making money. Who am I to say anything? I was like, my thing is just respect the culture, because there's a lot of people who kind of push you to the side or like, oh, fuck the old heads, like, and I know because I'm an old head now, and I'm like, yeah, but you can do what you want to do, but
talked about that prime shit, dog. You're in your prime still
biologically, right?
You're biological clock. Still had kids.
I remember when that fucking
kids are good.
What's that rainbow head guy's name?
6ix9ine.
I remember that for one time. He I wanted you guys to say it, not me. No, but
you wanted me to say it, Spencer.
One time, he's on a show. He's like, they're like, so how'd you come up with the idea for that song? And that fool just like, I don't know, I just fucking. He's like, I don't really be taking this shit serious. He's like, it was like, got that kiki, got that drip, got that. He's like, and that shit became a hit right there. And I'm over here like this. Damn, fools are really making songs like that, and I'm over here struggling to make sure that one of my bars sounds dope. I feel like there's no like no more craftsmanship in the art in certain aspects because, like you said, I don't really be taking this shit serious. It's like I just wrote that kiki, got that drip, got that wop wop, and I'm like, and I'm over here like hysterical, lyrical, miracle. Fuck, that doesn't rhyme. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, what rhymes with duck? What rhymes with duck? Like,
no, I said fuck already too many times. God damn it! But yeah, that's the fucking the reality of it, I guess. But we'll just have to see how it goes from here. Back to the question about the street. Have you ever had to check somebody out of love?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Myself has been checked out of love.
Me too. How do you handle those situations? How would you handle those situations, or how did you handle the situations without disrespect? Or if there was disrespect, was it by the person getting checked, or was it by you?
I mean, it's one of those things. I'm not, not the baddest. I'm not the hardest motherfucker in the sun. I'm not here. You're gonna be saying like, "Oh, I've been here, I've been there, I've been everywhere," because I haven't. But I was taught by a very solid ass motherfucker. Again, Big Sin, free Big Sin. And I was like, to me, that was one of the like, you implement what you like off of people and what you don't. You see this fool and it's like, he's full of shit. This fool talks out his ass. Oh, this fool's solid. Oh, this fool's really about that. Like, Tor, when he checked me, I didn't like it. Because, we're the same age. We're both born in the same year, same age. A couple months apart, but like the same age. So it's like, it's kind of like that seniority shit where it's like, hey dog, you're fucking up. And you're gonna end up getting fucked up. Chill out. This and that. Like, well, what the fuck, dog? Where it's like we're the same age, motherfucker. But it's like you've been doing this longer than me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not gonna respect the man, at least respect the rank, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
To where I'd be like, all right, Dick, whatever. Yeah, it is. You know, it's kind of like when you talk your dad. No, it's not whatever. It's exactly what I said. All right, I said.
Don't talk back to me.
Yeah, and he's like, all right, dog. Now go hit the hood real fast. La-di-da. Hey, Nick. Go that way. Like, don't come back for like 15 minutes, motherfucker. Like, that'll fix you some. It's like, my motherfucking house. Like,
this is my fucking house.
Hey, dog, I took you in. Like, what the fuck?
But
it's like, I'm out there like, well, somebody's going to feel my wrath.
How old were you when you said that happened? Or would you, more or less?
I was like 17, 18, where it's like.
Do you see it now though? Like, do you see the, like how you just said, I've been checked out of love. Back then, you just said you're walking away like, fuck is my fucking house. But do you see it now? Like,
I saw it at the time. Like I said, I wouldn't really question it. It was blind faith and all. But it's like, yeah, of course now. Like I see it because I'm doing it to the younger crowd, you know. To what little homies of mine will listen. Because you know things is kind of weird now. Not weird, but you know it's different now.
Oh, and even that's a whole nother topic. But
that's a whole nother podcast for a whole nother motherfucking day.
Certain things are watered down now. It's not the same.
But I'm not gonna say people are watered down.
That's what I said. That's what certain things. I don't. Yeah,
I mean, take it however the fuck you want. The game's watered down nowadays. To whereas motherfuckers want like they'd rather take 3 years of probation than 30 days in the county. It's like, motherfucker, you're gonna be paying for that fucking probation 20 times over. Where if you would have just gutted it out, and I mean, you ain't even gotta go into the county and be the baddest motherfucker in the sun. Like,
just be you.
You just go do your fucking time. You ain't gotta get a tat. You ain't gotta have a story. Just
get my whole neck blasted in fucking county.
It's like, yeah, and it's like, I go and do my time. I'm not out there to be the, not trying to be the pod, the house mouse, have the keys, none of that. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to be Miklo and shit. It's like, do my time. Fools, when you get in the county, what's your name? La-di-da from Mutu. All right, so-and-so. And they kind of like want to get a feel for you. Like, so what's your claim to fame? It's like, oh, I'm just a square from KHA. Like, that's.
Oh, like the first time I met you?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. See, just like that.
The first time I met this fool, I got taken to his house to get introduced. Now, before all this, mind you,
you stupid.
I brought it up to my homie because I was asking him about something, and he's always, this is a man to talk to. So we go to this fool's house. He walks out, and we're outside for about 10 minutes. We're outside.
Bear in mind, dog, I come out, I'm like, yo, what's up, my boy? Like, shut, bro. Like, missing my surfboard and shit. Like, sup, bro? Like, all spicolied out.
We're waiting for like 10 minutes. And I tell my homie, I was like, hey, like, I got a bouncer now. Oh, where's this fool at?
Hey, where's this fool Rain at? Like,
and this fool goes, right here. I was like,
hey.
Oh. I was expecting somebody, I don't know, muscle strip blasted. I
was expecting a gang member.
You're like, it's me. I'm that guy. I was like, oh.
He's expecting a pit bull and he got Snoopy.
But like, perfect example. That's what, like how you said, in county when I was, like the first time I met you, like exactly like that. Like, but going back to like how people being scared, I think that's where some of the watered down gets come from. Is if you're gonna be scared to go to jail, don't be doing stupid shit. Because every one of us knows who's done stupid shit and been to jail. When you do something,
always got to pay the piper.
Some people get away, some people don't. But when you do something dumb, there's a 50-50 chance you're gonna get caught, 50-50 chance you're not. If that's too much, if that 50-50 chance is too much for you, hey, don't do stupid shit.
If you're scared, go to church.
Exactly, because I know when first time I stepped in the county, I wasn't scared. I got busted and I was like, okay, cool. I got caught, but it wasn't like, oh no, I can't go to jail, bro. Like I can't fucking do this shit. No, I was like, I got caught.
My dumb ass couldn't comprehend it. I went through IRC and I'm like, but I also went through with Big Sin. I went through with like the homie Bubba and like another homie. And so like we all went through it together. So it was like till we all split off, went to our separate ways. It was like
I'm like, you try to tell him
I'm all by myself.
You try to tell him I'm going with him. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Okay.
It's like, wait, I'm alone? I've never been alone before. Oh fuck. You mean I can't go with my homies? Oh shit.
I wouldn't have done it if I wouldn't have done it if I couldn't go with my homies. That's like fucking another time I got busted. That's when I got up my gun charge. What I did to my homie, because we both got caught. I'll just tell the jail story because it's a funny story, and I made the cop look stupid. I'll tell that part. But
like that was hard.
Well, it wasn't hard, but it was because of his rank. Basically,
it's almost like when they pat you down and miss your strap, huh?
I know somebody.
No, don't worry about
it. Anyways, what the cop did was when they ended up searching my car, they found my gun, and they were like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Well, that's registered. It was registered. Well, that's registered." He's like, "Yes, yeah, right. We're gonna run this in the system right now. We're gonna see that it's stolen, and you're gonna go to jail." And in my head, I'm like, "I'm already going to jail. It's a gun, stupid." I was like, "Well,
hey, they're smart guy."
Yeah, the one, and then about 10 minutes after, my homie who I was with, he already got booked for his strap. But the guy, the sergeant comes back. He's like, "Whoa, Mr. Scully, looks like you were telling the truth. The gun is registered to you." And I was like,
"Word?"
Yeah. And the next thing to come, this is fucking beautiful. The next thing to come out of his mouth is this. "So have you ever been charged with a felony?" If I was charged with a felony, do you think they let me own a fucking firearm, officer? One of the gang units that was right there. Right when I said that, his reaction was
it's like that Kevin Hart shit. Damn.
Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, so we're being a smartass." And I was like, "No, that was just a stupid fucking question in your position. Why would I own a fucking gun legally if I had a felony?" I went to jail. I went to jail that day.
That was the hardest 48 hours I ever did.
Oh, what I did? So they charged me for the fucking strap. They charged me for brass knuckles and manufacturing of high capacity magazines. I had one, and it wasn't even full. Guess which one's the felony?
The brass knuckles.
Guess what? They threw that out, and I'm just like, "Well, that's stupid." If I was a cop, I'd figure you'd want to get me for a felony, no? No, they kept the gun, misdemeanor. So that was fucking stupid. But so that wasn't even the whole story. But back to the jail scene. When me and my homie are in jail, they process me, and they're like, "Okay, go in the cell." And he told me he opened the cell that my homie was in. And I was like, "What?" I was like,
"I can't be with this guy. He's a monster."
No, he was like, "Well, he's like, technically, you guys already took the rap for both of your situations, so it's not like you could come up with a story." He's like, "You guys took the rap for both of your things, like, you know what I'm saying?" And I was like, "Okay, cool." So we're in the cell, and so my homie, he's a solid homie. He's one of my oldest homies. He never been to jail before, so he was like, "Hey, fool, so what's gonna happen?" I was like, "These are gun charges, man, but we might go to county." But I was laughing. I was like, "We might go to county." And he goes, "So what's gonna happen?" And I'm like, "So this is when we walk into wherever we're going. This is what they're gonna say. This is what they're gonna ask you. This is what you say. Who you run with. Blah blah blah. The whole whoop to do." And then he goes, and I was like, and by, fuck everything else. When we do go, if you feel disrespected in any way, my boy, because my homie, he's a big dude. He's like I said, he's solid, but he has long hair. I was like, if you feel disrespect, if they call you out your name, anything along those sorts of lines, fool, I was like, you need to take fight on them, or you're not gonna make it out of county, And I was like, you might catch more time. I don't. It all depends on the situation, but yeah, if they call you out your name and disrespect in any way, you need to take fight on them, no matter the situation. And he goes, "Fuck, all right." So we're just chilling there, and I'm kind of hyping him up. I'm like, "Well, but fuck it, fool." I was like, "At least we got busted together. I mean, like, it's at least we'll walk in together, and we're not gonna be solo." And the whole time we're like there for like 48 hours, and then I'm still hyping him up, and I was like, "Well, fuck it, like let's just get let's just start getting my mentals ready because I didn't know how long it was gonna be." And as I'm hyping him up, I'm like, "Yeah, fool, like fuck, let's do it. We'll just do what we gotta do." The fucking jailer comes to the bars. "Andrew Pascali, you're getting released on bail." I was like, "Peace, my boy, I'm gone." Fuck. I was like, "I'm out this motherfucker."
Like, I know what I said before, but bye.
I was like, "I'm out this motherfucker." And the fool goes, "What the fuck do I do?" I was like, "Just remember everything we talked about, my boy. I got you
from right here."
Yeah, but I was already planning on I was gonna go tell his brother see if we could come up with something. He ended up getting bailed out the next day. But the funny thing about that was, after he got bailed out, I was living with him at the time. I went to his pad, and I went to go talk to his brother and his cousin who bailed him out. I was like, "What's up? What's for that?" And that was like, "Oh, that fool's." They're like, "He's in the room for that fool's pissed off at you." Though. I was like, "For what?" Because that fool said that you fucking that you fucking dropped down because you left early. Because I got out before him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Yeah, that fool said you right up out," and I'm just like, "What the fuck?" I was hot. I was like, "Where's this for?" He's like, "Who's in his room?" So I walked to his room. I start banging on his door. I was, "Hey, come out the fucking room, motherfucker!" Like I was gonna see what the fuck's up with it. I was like, he opens the door. He's like, "Ugh, what's up, fool?" I look at his brother and his cousin, and they start laughing. I was like, "Oh man, this fool's got me hot. I really thought that you thought that I fucking banged you out." Yeah, he was like, we took the charges for our own shit. What is it? What do you, like,
there's no change involved.
Yeah, there was no change involved. Exactly. But yeah, that was just funny. Have you ever busted?
No.
Not even juvie?
No.
Stay out of jail.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, as a
Close.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna bring that up right now.
All I could say is definition of flabbergasted.
We don't need a. I want.
That's all I'm saying. No, that's
no.
all.
We don't talk about that. But I'm just curious as to more of the feeling. What were you relieved?
So
fuck his feeling. That was my car.
I was waiting, and then they said, like, area hop out. I was like, all right, well, guess I'm gonna find out. And then they told me just, all right, you're good, basically. And I was like, what?
And this was like, nah, we need to run that again because this doesn't make sense.
It's like, they gotta be fucking with me. They gotta be.
You fucking with me, right?
You're like, I know the second car's gonna pull up right now, and no, you guys just ended up bouncing.
And then he wanted me to take off my jacket. I was like, okay, now, but
that's a fuck yeah. That when he told me that, I was like, that's fucking crazy. So out of the streets really quick. What's your definition of success? What does success look like to you? Being successful.
Being happy.
That's
in all aspects, money wise, family wise, whatever. Just being happy and not, like some dark mindset or whatever. You're just happy. You have nothing to complain about. I feel like that would be success.
That's not good. What about you?
I'd say the same thing, like stability, really. Like, I don't have to have $1 million. $1 million would be nice. Making 6 figures, 4 figures, 10 figures, whatever.
Oh.
But I mean, like, before, like, I was hustling enough to where I didn't have to really work a real job. To where it's like, hey, babe, let's go to the playa. Let's go to Santa Monica. I don't have to worry about, like, let's buy, the sand toys from the vendor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they cost $10, even though it only costs 99 cents, but fuck it. I tell my daughter, hey, Mija, you want to go? Let's go to Toys R Us. That's how old I am, Toys R Us. Pick something out. Now, I'm not saying, again, like, pick out the most expensive thing. We're dropping, $1 million. Everybody's like, grab a doll, Mom. Really? Yeah. Well, your doll's going to need some clothes, right? Like, one of the best feelings in the world is when we used to go to the promenade. Santa Monica, the 3rd Street Promenade.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, my daughter would, like, she liked American Girl dolls. If you know, those motherfuckers are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
The doll itself, then you talk about getting her clothes. So we're like, grab the doll you want, Mija. Really? All right, don't then. No. All right, then. Hurry up, motherfucker. Like, we on time here. Hey, don't you think she's going to want, like, some outfits? Really? Here we go again with that shit. Matter of fact, for all that defiance, grab 3 outfits and don't, like, okay.
She goes to grab the Gucci doll outfit. Okay, whoa, hold up.
Say, well, I'm not even wearing Gucci, girl. Like, come on now.
Your doll ain't about to be wearing Gucci. God damn it.
So again, it's not about materialistic shit, but that's what made her happy. Oh, we could go to the beach when we wanted. We could let's go to the movies when we wanted. We could live. How did Big Sin used to say? We live good for being at the bottom of, at the bottom of society. We live better than most people were.
Do you think that has to do with your environment or what you made of it?
I made lemonade.
Out of lemons?
Didn't even have to be lemon sometimes.
I made lemonade out of bananas.
Know what
Don't
I'm
ask
saying?
me fucking how, but I did it.
You know, they say you squeeze a dime. I squeezed that shit and like 6 quarters came out. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna question it.
As long as you don't drop those dimes.
Nah.
Get them.
Red team go. Red team go.
Hey, he's wearing a hat and glasses. Take off.
Oh no, I'm snitching on myself. Fuck.
He's wearing a hat and glasses. Now, off of that last question, how's your definition of success changed over time? Like, how did you think about it before, as opposed to how you do now?
That as quick as I was spending it, I should have been having something in the cut. And I think that's everybody's always. I think that's always the thing with fast money. Oh, I spent 100.
It's gonna come back.
But I made 200 like when I got home. So technically, the steak dinner we all just had, as a family tonight, kind of paid for itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I got stuck in that loop to where it's like, when I went upstate, 15.
Fuck.
And
Getting closer.
Couple more podcasts, I'm in the fucking.
What about you guys? Have you always thought about success like that, or did you think of it like something else?
Well, yeah, when I was younger, I just thought like success meant like you had a lot of money. And then as I got older, I was like, money don't really mean shit. Like, if what is it to me if I'm a millionaire, I have a big house and all that, but then at the end of the day,
You're sad.
nobody really cares about me like that.
That's okay.
I don't really have loved ones that love me for me, and they just love me and come around because I have money and I can take care of them.
Yeah.
I feel like that, and to add to that, I feel like what money only does is it enhances how somebody already is. If there's a greedy person who's broke, and they suddenly get some money, hit the lottery, whatever, he's gonna be even more greedy as a rich person. I feel like if you're humble from the start, if you're humble from the start, yeah, you're still you're a giving person when you don't have shit. I feel like when you get money, it just enhances that. Now you instead of looking at it like, oh, I got more money from you. You look at it like, I can help my people out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
those that unfortunately though, you got to be careful, because like you don't know if this fool's just been staking you this whole time. So it's like all of a sudden you get that money and the fool that's never asked you for anything. Oh, let me get 10 G's, dog. I know you got it. It's like, wow. But real quick, back on that success, that changed for me too when my wife passed away. Because then it's like I said, you saw I was in a funk for a good 2 weeks, like ups, downs, highs, lows, ups and downs, to where I didn't trust myself.
If I'm not mistaken, you even started smoking cigarettes for a little bit.
For a lot of bit.
Yeah, I remember that. And for the record, since I've known him, he never smoked cigarettes. I was smoking cigarettes. Now,
I was smoking that shit like it was weed.
Facts. That when I seen that was crazy to me. I was like, what? Damn, okay, he's feeling it right now.
I mean, I went back to fucking around with dope again. Low key. And I was like, never thought I'd be there again and fucking around. And then it's like, no, because now I got to go get my son. There's somebody out there that needs me. And yeah, it sounds cliche. All these motherfuckers, on every podcast, every success story, like, oh, I got something bigger than myself. But it's like, no, because, you don't have anyone anymore. Unfortunately, my daughter is my stepdaughter, so I couldn't do nothing legal wise as bringing her home back to Cali.
But if you could, you would have done it. If there was a possibility.
I mean, I was still sending her stuff, I'd send her, she's starting to grow up, 16, 17, 18 now. Getting into, fashion, this and that. So I sent her I'd send her a Michael Kors purse.
Now that she's 18?
19 now.
So you could, before she was 18, you couldn't make contact with her, huh? How does that work? Because I had that happen to a friend one time who had a kid, found out that when she was already a little bit older, it wasn't his kid. And when he found that out, since it wasn't his, he had to stay away from her. But he told me one time, he was like, I treated her so good, dog. Like, I was her dad, and he's like, and in my heart, I will be her dad. He's like, I know I can't see her right now, but when she's 18, she's gonna come looking for me because of how I was with her.
I mean, all jokes aside, when I was upstate, I didn't give a fuck about 16. All my letters were going, personally to her. Wrote to her mom, wrote to my son, even though he was like months old, weeks old. To where, like I said, got out that funk real fast because it's like as quick as this happened. Okay, now I gotta pick my pants up, dust them off. I gotta go get this bread again. I gotta go get my son. He needs to come home now. He already lost one person. I'm damned if he loses his knee, dog. And it's like,
and, that's something that
I had to fight. Kelly. I had to fight from Kelly because he's in Texas. Texas law is he's a resident over there. I had to play by their rules. So it's like, I thought I had a swish. And I was like, no, it's a little different out here in Texas.
But you still, I'm proud of you. I know as men we don't hear that a lot, but I'm proud of you for going through that because going back to what you just said, started fucking around with dope. Again, a lot of people would have just succumbed to that and that's it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It fucked me though, because when I went to Texas,
I remember that too.
I thought I had like a clear case. Like, all right, here's the deal. You're gonna get your son. Because of Texas law, his grandma has to get some play. But for the most part, you're gonna have him 360 days out of 365 days. Take this drug test, and I fucked up. Where I was like, cool.
I remember that.
Came back dirty for weed, but I'm under California jurisdiction, so it's like, can't touch me, sheriff. To where it came back a week later. You tested dirty for meth, motherfucker. I was like, forgot about that.
Fuck. I didn't calculate this right.
It's like, I forgot to carry the one. Shit.
$1,001, my bad. Nah, but
that was my big dough.
It was like, yeah, that was one of those. I fucked up on that one, but still,
I paid for that one.
But still, the bottom line is you got your boy now. I know you wish. I know you could. If you could have had your daughter, you would have brought her. But
she's actually fine where she's at.
Yeah, and that's
because she's been working since she was 14. Luckily, so
you keep in contact with her.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, as much as I can, because again, she's 19 and she's been working since she was 14, and she's always been good with money since she was little. So it's like, she goes visit.
Teach me something.
She could teach me something. It's where, again, like I said, she's 19. She's seen the world now. She has money. She got friends in Florida. She got family in Florida. She goes, she flies. She does this.
Question: was her mother like that? Like that?
Nah, I was her mom's ATM.
No, but I mean, so obviously she's been doing something since she was 14. But like that drive, that ambition, was her mom like that, or where did she pick that up from?
No idea, no. Because like when she was a little girl, she get birthday money. People would draw, here's a gift card, here's a couple bucks, this and that. To where like we'd be going to the store. She'd go to Toys R Us. She'd be like, me, I'd be like $300. Okay, I only need that. Mom, can you float the rest of it? I'm over like $20-$40.
Instead of trying to stay under.
Instead of buying like the one game, it's like, I'm gonna need the game. Well, to go with that game, I'm gonna need the snazzy controller because it's made. You know
what? And that game chair looks pretty nice. I'm gonna need one of those.
It's like I do need to be comfortable while I'm gaming. And again, like, shit, I'm over my budget. Now I'm coming out of pocket.
Mom,
to where she was like, I wanted this. And she was, she wasn't tight. She was smart.
Yeah, that's not stingy. Like not greedy or stingy either, right? She's just smart with her shit.
She was just smart with her shit. Like I said, she could blow it all, but she didn't. I'm like, shit, man. Like, can you tell your mom how to do that?
I think I've been on both sides of that line where sometimes I've been I'm smart, but then other times I'm gonna get this 100 back anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I've been on both sides.
I mean, you come and you pay me, and I'm like, ha.
Thank you for outside of the podcast. I know. So, was there like a point in your life that made you probably most likely be drastic, because the two that happened to me were drastic, like bad. Was there any point in your life that made you like I don't want to say traumatized, but it did something to you where you're just like that you could heal from, but it's always gonna be there? I mean, I'm not just talking about like a everyday passing or like basically like my two were when I lost my daughter, and the second one was when my grandma died in my arms, and they both kind of went in the same within like 4 months of each other. You know what I'm saying? When my grandma died in my arms, I was still healing from the situation with my daughter that I didn't feel it, but I know it did something to me because of how I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You had to change.
yeah, and it just my grandma, her hair was coming out when I was like, hugging her and shit like that. Eyes rolled back, and seeing that, it was fucked up because since I was still fucked up off my dog, I didn't feel nothing at the moment while I was holding, even though she was like dying in my arms. I was pissed off at myself because I felt like I wasn't sad enough, if that makes sense. Even at the funeral, I wasn't crying, like, and everybody knows that I was close to my grandma. Well, like I said, those are two of my kind of pivotal points. Did anything that ever happen to you, whether younger or older?
Well, my grandpa passed away when I was 20. That came out of nowhere. It's like he went to the hospital. 2 weeks later, he never came home. I was like, "No, you're fucking with me." Like, one of those things. I just seen him, like, and then it was like after that, it was cool, like the next like 10 whatever years, it's like I literally got busted like within the month of him passing. Did 7 months, came home and had a different perspective. I guess I didn't get that time to like mourn. It was like I was sad, but now I got to deal with being, quote unquote, being a man because I had to be busted. First time ever being busted. Then I came home and it's like found my wife, rest in peace. Knew her for 3 months. Asked her to marry me. Got married within 7 months. And for the next 10 years we were together, and then it was like a year or two before that is when the homie Little Sin KIP passed away. I was like, nah, what the fuck you mean he passed away? Like, yeah, dude, he fucking county of all places. Like, I felt lost because like there's no get back. An enemy takes one of your homies is like,
it's like
there's like somebody gonna feel my motherfucking wrath.
It's like body for body almost, eye for an eye.
Yeah, it's like somebody about to feel my wrath.
But in that situation, who am I gonna get?
There's nobody to hurt.
Yep. So you got to sit there and deal with it.
Had to deal with it as a person, as a man.
What about you? Any situation in life that kind of pivoted your way of thinking, like where you were just like, maybe you have like felt so much pain at once where you're just like, fuck this, like it sucks.
Probably when I was like 7, 8, because my mom, like I said, I was born upstate.
Yeah.
Upstate.
I'll take that one. 16.
I was
born.
born.
16 and a
I
half.
was born upstate because my mom got locked up when she was pregnant with me. So I was born in Madera. Like random. So, like 3 days, boom. Then my grandma came and got me, and she got out when I was, like little, but don't have any memories of her. So then when I was like 7, she finally got out, and it was like my first time like being with her on the outs and not like seeing her, like visiting her in jail.
Up until this point, you would visit her though?
Yeah, but like I've never like actually hugged her, like nothing like
shit. So
between glass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so,
a chip. So what was that initial reaction like when you were able to hug her?
Well, no, like it was cool, but then eventually she was just in my life, taking me to school, me, my sister, whatever. But then she met this fool from Westside Lennox, and
God damn,
they started fucking around, whatever, dating, and then he got her back on drugs, and so after that she stopped coming around. She would disappear for like 2 weeks, sometimes a couple hours or a couple of days. Said she would come take me and my sister to Baskin Robbins and never came, and so like I feel like that made me feel like a hateful person, like because I remember, and I always hated him because of it. And then I remember one time she was supposed to take me to school, and so I'm going out. She's laying on the living room floor. That's how it starts. I was waiting to get to go to school. She's laying on the living room
waiting
floor.
for my dad to pick me up for his weekend visit.
Yeah, and so her bed was just basically like she got like a bunch of blankets and put them on the floor, whatever. And he's right there, whatever. And I'm like trying to wake him up, but they're all fucking, So I'm like trying to wake him up. Yo, like wake up. You gotta take me to school. Like, grandma came over and you got scared, but I had faith in you, so take me to school. And she's like, I gotta take the chicken home first. You gotta take him home first.
Like, fuck him.
Yeah, like take me to school. And she was like, hold on. So I'm sitting on the couch all mad. And they finally get up. He's in his boxers. And I didn't even realize, but his shorts are like right here. So like what he does is he fucking, I don't know, he's just a dickhead. He comes up, he gets the shorts, and he goes like this in my face. I was like, what the fuck?
And how this was 7, 8?
Like 8 years old now. Been home for like a year already. And then fucking my mom started laughing. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I fuck you both then. And like after that, I was just like, yeah, nah.
So, currently, do you talk to her or no?
Yeah, I talk to my mom. She I forgot why we started talking. I think my sister, she started crying with her or something like that about how how she left for a long time. And so we were talking about that like a couple months ago, and like that's when she like finally apologized to me about that. And I was like,
is she still on drugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, he says it like, yeah,
nigga, fuck.
No, it was gonna be a loaded question, but since you said yeah, continue.
Away, Pat Benatar.
Continue.
See?
Oh no. So
Yeah,
would you say that
like,
your
I wanna
relationship?
hear this question.
Would you say the relationship's cool or like?
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Do you since she apologized, do you feel any resentment towards her, or have you like forgiven her?
I feel like that was a good ass question.
That's what
Not even my mom, and that's a good question.
I don't hate her. I love her, but like back in my head, it'd always be like, man, like that was some bullshit you pulled.
Okay. I guess the previous question was going to lead up into that question, which is it still worked out. But now I see that real quick. That's what I kind of want the podcast to be about. Yeah, I want to talk about normal things, but that real, like to where people are like this.
Normal in this world, though.
What?
I said, what's normal anymore in this?
No, real. Yeah, like as far as I watch a lot of podcasts, and I feel like it's like the same cookie.
I'm not a porno too, so. Oh, podcast. Sorry.
OnlyFans. Link in description.
Yeah, the only fan you got is the one running right there.
And it's not even ready.
It's not even on.
It's not even on. No, because I watch a lot of podcasts. Because I was trying to get ideas to start this one, but I feel I see a lot of cookie cutter type asking the same questions. For example, with artists, what album coming out? What's your music?
Who inspired you?
And don't get me wrong, I still want to know that, but that reaction right there, that realness is what I want, because I want people to be like, let's just say somebody who went through a similar situation with you. Every podcast I watch, I cannot relate to a lot of the shit because I'm like, I don't got no money like that. But somebody might watch this, hear that, and be like, oh shit, how did he react to that question? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was trying to plan my words carefully. But
I feel it's a lot of fools. Like, again, it's just my personal opinion. Don't take any, people gonna take maybe whatever out of context. Oh shit. Just talking to your wire, dog, like everybody else. No, but it's like a lot of fools don't want to be vulnerable. Females or males don't want to be vulnerable in their podcasts. It's like, I saw, I conquered. I used that as fuel for the fire to overcome and rise, and now I'm at where I'm at. It's like, did you though? I'm not doubting it, but it's like we all bleed, we all cry.
No matter how tough you get. And that what you just said right there is,
was it boys don't cry? Come on now.
Oh, yes, they fucking do. Crying right now.
Big girls don't cry either. Come on.
That what you just said right there is my approach to a lot of things, because, for example, I'm open. Without giving like too many details to other people, I'm open when me being depressed, as far as like, yeah, I felt depression. I'm open with my anxiety, because it hasn't hit me too bad like recently, but I could have bad anxiety. But I'm open with that because of that reason. I feel like since it's so watered down, or like people act like I got anxiety, but I deal with that shit like that. Like you said, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I do it because there's a lot of people nowadays who are running with depression and anxiety as a trend. I'm like, nah, I really deal with this shit. I learned how to deal with it better, but I deal like you guys are making a song about it, cool, but
I lived it.
Yes, exactly. It's like I still deal with it. Same thing with drug use. I love shrooms. I love fucking I'm an upper person. I never really got into downers. I like ecstasy. I like taking ecstasy and shrooms together when I go to fucking raves. But a lot of people like to hide it. Huh?
No, I'm saying me. I'm the opposite. I like downers. You know, I'm an indica person. You know, I want to be in the couch.
In the couch. But I'm open with it because one, like I said, I do it, and two, like people make it seem like for a long time lean. People were getting fucked up off of lean because every rapper was talking about it.
That shit came and went quick, if you ask me.
Well, it's still getting done though.
To where they graduated to the nausea now.
Oh, okay. Even that, people might even be doing that shit in their balloons. But my thing is always tell the other side of it. Have you ever had a homie hit the fucking balloon and crash his car, or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Like a homie that hit the balloon and crashed himself in my front door, and that shit was funny as fuck.
So the reason I stopped doing computer cleaner and shit like that, last time I did those shits was in high school. The reason I stopped was because I was at a party one time that ended. I was walking out to my car when I was with a group of people, and I turned around because I dropped something, and there's some fool standing in the middle of the street looking at me. Like, but he wasn't like doggy. It was just like a blank stare, and I'm like, what's up? You good?
Like a deer in the headlights?
Yeah, no, not even like this. He was just kind of looking at me like this. And I was like, hey, you good? And he just continues like this. He turns around. I think we found out later that he hit a fucking computer cleaner. But after done looking at me, he turned around and went, boom! He hit the curb on his fucking mouth and fucked all of his shit up. I was just like, yes. I swear, after that day, I was like, yes. I don't want to do this no more. Fuck that, because that fool was bloody as like, oh, that shit was crazy. And
that's the image. I'm good.
Yeah, and the thing is, when he hit, I don't even think he came out of it right because the computer cleaner or the nods, it just hit him, so he was still in that state. So when he hit, he kind of just rolled over and stayed right there. Like I was like, oh fuck, nope, I don't want to do this shit no more. And ever since then, when people do it now, I mean, I look at it like, okay, fine. One thing about me is I don't judge. If I don't judge because I still fuck around with certain things myself. Who am I to call you a drug addict if I still fuck, like, you know what I mean? But
game recognizes game.
But I feel like if you don't know how to control your shit, you shouldn't be doing it. I know somebody who's a cool person when she's not high off this, but literally from the moment she wakes up to the moment she goes to sleep, she has a can in her hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm just like, do you have any ambition or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people who do, who go to work off of heroin. Maybe not like that, but doing
functional addicts.
I can never pronounce that. What's that called?
Carlitos
way.
You know what I'm saying? I told you that story in confidence, bastard. I mean, go on.
I heard.
Now she
felt it.
She could do that. And what she used to do, she used to put the garga in a little Visine bottle, mix it up, and so she would have it on her all day. But the thing is, she was functioning. She would go and she would able to do her work. Some people can't do that. Like, you know, and I feel like those are the ones that can't do that, that can't function, are the ones that shouldn't be doing it, but they need it more. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's a fucking paradox.
It's a crutch now.
Yes. And it's fucking plaguing our society. No, I'm just kidding.
Shout out to the functional addicts, though, for real.
Shout out to the functional addicts.
Love you, Mom.
I love you too, Mom and Dad. Square up later. If the younger version of you saw you now, what would you tell them?
Damn.
And know where it hurts.
There's no right or wrong answer.
Grow some thick skin because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it after you turn 18. Shit's gonna get.
Would you say things got harder for you after 18?
I mean, it was no picnic. I'm not blaming nobody because we all, you know.
I like that.
Nobody ever put a gun in my head to make me do anything.
Exactly.
So I mean, my wrongs are my wrongs, my rights are my rights, and if I could, I'd right my wrongs. But backtracking on that, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Facts.
It's like you were meant to whatever, however you want to look at it, spiritually or your fate, destiny, your plot.
I know destiny.
Yeah, she works at the. No, never mind. On hold.
Double, what were you saying?
Nah, but it's like how they say, you know, your course is already plotted out. It's in the stars. It's in fate, la-di-da, whatever you want to call it, whatever. you can't. I wouldn't, if I had a time machine, I wouldn't go back and be like, hey, mijo, go this way so you can run into this fool earlier in life.
Because it wouldn't work out. Because it wouldn't work out like that.
No.
It wouldn't work out like that.
Yeah, it wouldn't work out that way.
What about you? And it could be anything. You know, even like as at the time when Homeboy did that shit with the shorts. Like, if you could go back in time and tell your younger self something, what would it be?
To not trip over like little stuff in life. Cause when I was little, like I would get like mad over like literally shit ever. Like sit down, wait feel comfortable, so then I would go like get in trouble like at school the next day, like 7th grade, 6th grade. Like tell my teacher like, screw off, piss off, whatever. Just because like the day before or the morning of I was having a bad day. And then I'll get home and then I'll get in trouble at home. And it was just like it was never worth it.
I have a fucking a song. Oh, actually, you know that song that you heard yesterday, Rain, that I reposted on my page, and you gave me a thumbs up to.
Yes, sir.
So there's a part in that song where
That was a bot.
Huh?
That was a bot.
A boot.
I didn't really give you that thumbs up. It was just the algorithm.
Whatever. We'll go home. No, but
Oh shit, I'm ready here.
There's a part in a song where I'm like, we're talking about going back in time, and I said, but if I could really do it, if time machines really existed, I would go back, not to change anything, but to see the person of the eyes of the man I became to be, and tell myself, look, my boy, I know you're hurting, but I just know that there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, a lot of people say, oh, if I could change my life around, I would. I know I say that, but in reality, if I can go back in time, I would just tell myself in the song, I say, go back to the nights where I thought the pain would never end, and just be like, dog, I know you're hurting, but you need to keep, like, trust me. I know it's hard for you to think it right now because of the pain you're feeling, but trust me, there's things you need to do still. And if you succumb to everything right now, you're not gonna do it. Just keep holding on, basically.
Sleepless nights and city lights, dog.
It's one of those things that everybody has to go through eventually, as far as like the depression shit or sadness. And I highly believe that there's do you feel like there's a difference between sadness and depression, or no?
I think they run in the same highway, like not the same lane, but parallel to each other. But I think you could just be depressed. Like,
I feel like depression is a lot deeper. I feel like I've been sad over shit. I got sad earlier when the damn fucking computer shut off. I was like, fuck. But I feel like depression, at least the ones that,
but that's lack of paying your bills. That's why they turn the electricity off.
Or not lack of paying bills, but too much shit plugged into one breaker.
Yeah, that'll do it too. I mean, I'm no mathematician.
Electrician. Shut the fuck up. Hey. But
there you go correcting people.
Not an English teacher either.
Yahweh.
Get him.
Oh, Jiminy Cricket suit wearing ass motherfucker.
Get him.
I feel like like sadness, or for like the little like the little things that happen where this sucks. Like I can't. If my electricity did get shut off, like fuck, I can't finish the podcast. But I feel like depression, at least for me, is those times where I didn't want to get out of bed. Like I want to be in the dark room by myself because you don't want to do nothing. Like your body's literally.
No, I'm saying like.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's depression. Like when you basically it's sadness, and then when the sadness starts controlling you, is depression. Depression, because I've been sad walking around. I get sad coming home from school because of something, you know what I'm saying? But when the
school's over.
Exactly. But when the sadness starts taking over you and it's not allowing you to fucking do anything, I feel like that's where that's depression. Personally. That's how I see it.
Let me ask you a question.
Of course. No.
No, I don't believe in Jesus Christ. Subhuman song, you wouldn't understand. Anyways.
And we're back.
And we're back in 3, 2, 1.
What was the question?
How could you tell when you're depressed? How about that? Like for you personally, like what is you're asking me questions, motherfucker. Now I ask you a question. You wanna fuck on Chow? I fuck on you now. How do you like honestly though, like when do you know you're in your like state of depression?
When I'm not getting done the things that I need to get done. Because
but I mean like what do you mean like as far as like, you know, you brush your teeth every day, like for the next. think it's a scam personally, but whatever. No, but I'm just saying, like, you have your routine where you wake up, you say your prayers or whatever, whatever your morning routine. Wake up, you shake a leg, you pour your milk, pour your cereal, you have it quiet, whatever. How do you know when like yours, so to speak, is like when you're getting in the clouds?
And I start like when I know it's gonna start getting bad.
Like when you're sailing, and then like when you can tell the wind's gonna get out your sails and stuff. Like we're heading into bad waters.
So what I've noticed, it doesn't always happen, but it's like, I guess you could say an identifier. I might have a couple, but I notice if I wake up one day, like random, and I'm extremely happy. This has happened before, and I'm extremely happy about something. I tend to wait. Hold up. What the fuck's happening? Because if I'm already happy,
It's too good.
yes. A couple of days later or a week later, I'll see something or something will happen where I'll be like, that's why. And I know that was an identifier. When I'm like at randomly happy or whatever, it's gonna start getting bad. But as far as like a daily thing, it's when I'll know that I'm in the clouds, like you said. If I have nothing to do, let's just say I'm sitting here, right? And I told myself yesterday I'm gonna you can walk through it if you want. If
the fan or?
Oh shit, let me move the fan. I got it. Hold up. Are you good? If I told myself the day before I'm gonna record my brother, Pnut, Rain. It's like, okay, hey, today there's gonna be no I'm not gonna have no distractions, so I'm gonna record. I want to get some work done, and this has happened before, where I'll have like all day to record, but I end up sitting on the couch, and it might not hit me at that moment, but that's how I'll know that it's starting, because dog, you had no excuse not to get your work done, because this is my passion. I love making music. It's like I said, it's my
you really wouldn't be going to school if you weren't, right?
Exactly. And since I love it so much, the way I look at it, there's only one thing that's strong enough to keep me from doing that, because
it's your passion.
There's nothing else that could tell me like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't want to do music no more. I feel like the only thing that's powerful enough to do that is when I get into those states, because that's the only time that I won't do it. If I'm not making music, I'm editing music. If I'm not editing music, I'm watching YouTube videos on how to get the podcast better. I'm always doing something. So when I'm not doing that, that's because
something related to your passion.
It's because something's pulling me back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just to answer your question. I don't know if that was a right answer or not, if that's what you're looking for. What about you? How do you feel like? How do you know when you're going in the clouds?
When I'm doing my writing.
When I'm about to puff, dog.
When I hit the wrong weed. It's like, wait. Huh?
I'm high. I'm cool.
No, when like, because you know me, dog. I'm always writing, like trying to get my like.
Now you are. When I first met you weren't.
No.
That
COVID changed everything. I had to find a hobby.
That was dope to see, though, especially when we started posting all of it from when you started to now. Progress. I see that.
But that's for me. Like when I notice like the pen ain't penning, or it's like you said, like if I'm not writing something, or if I'm not planning out, or like late as of like the past month or two, I put on like my Instagram, hey, shoot me names because I need that practice. Mm-hmm. To where before that's something different, but like I'm asking for help, so to speak, where it's like I need the practice. Give me a name, give me a phrase, give me a Bible, give me something to like get my pen moving, to get me out my comfort zone.
You know what you should start doing, Phil? And this literally just came to me right now. What you should start doing is coming up with your own fonts. So how many different styles? I know they all kind of look the same, but how many different styles would you say you kind of have that are identifiably different?
At least 3.
You should
be trying to brag, but
I don't even have fonts. I could write. My cursive's gotten better, but that's all I could do. I can't come up with fonts like that. What I'm saying,
see, vice versa, like that super like prison handwriting and stuff. That's my kryptonite. I cannot do that. Like it looks like 7th grade, like intro to like cursive, like with the little circle R, the S, It's like a little loop at the bottom, and I'm just like, ugh, like.
What you should do is with each one of those styles, do a full case, upper case alphabet and a lowercase, and put those. Put those on the internet, and some you can put them up for sale, or you can put them up for people to use. But you could turn that shit into like, you know what I mean? It's like people like fonts. People, I mean, since I make all my own cover art and shit like that, I'm always finding different fonts and ways to write shit. So I go through a bunch of different ones, and your style is dope. Like,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you can put
that. I know.
You're like, you don't got to tell me, my boy. I know.
Did you see that, motherfucker? I'm the one that did it.
Now I know you guys both said what you would say to your younger self. Question though, what would the younger self say to you guys? What do you think your younger self would say to who you are now?
No way.
Really? What about you?
Like if I was able.
I mean, I was a dare kid, dog.
oh fuck.
If I was able to like see like how I am now.
Like you answered me when I said, "What would you tell your younger self?"
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think? Okay, how am I? What do you think you would tell yourself now?
But I was saying, like, if I was like,
yes.
see how I am now.
Yes, from back then.
Yeah, like last year.
2022.
I was already transitioning.
Whoa!
Not like that. Not like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and we'll get right back at
that's what we're here for. But
Okay, nah,
at least you identify. Oh, another buzzword.
I don't know. I'll probably just. I don't know. I got no idea. I don't know.
Next year, you're gonna.
I'll probably think about it later. Like, nah. I'll probably be like, what the fuck?
On the drive home, he's like, oh wait, we're not there no more.
So let's kind of break it down. Do you think you would be like,
how did I turn into you?
No, like, how do I say it? Like, do you think you'd be proud of yourself? Do you think you'd be
neutral?
A neutral? Okay, it's hard for me to kind of going back to having no regrets, dealing with a lot of like shit, but no, I would tell my younger self, keep going. But understand there's gonna be, you haven't hit it yet, but there's gonna be time.
It ain't gonna be all sunshine lollipops, trust me.
But you need to keep going.
What's that old song, Doug? What is it on? I done ate up at the mud and it tastes like gravy.
I have.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I would tell myself, what I would tell myself now, honestly, only because I didn't see none of this possible back then. I didn't making music and shit like that. I wasn't a prodigy. I wasn't born with the skill of rapping or making poetry. I learned it, and I spent a lot of time trying to do better. If you heard some of my first raps, they're not as dope. Like, and I only say dope because I had a lot of people tell me that. I know what I'm capable of, but it wasn't always like that. It was real simple A B type rhymes. Now I could multi-syllable rhymes like that, but I would tell myself, damn, you would have never thought this was possible. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think this is what I wanted to do. I'll probably be like you said, no, or what'd you say?
No way.
No way. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh shit, like, you did it. Like,
you know, go on, my bad.
No, I was just trying to find something after that, but no, that's what I would tell myself now. Like, no, like, what the fuck? How did this happen? Like that's cool. How did this happen? You know what I'm saying? I was never in a studio as a kid or anything like that. So
the way I look at it is, like, and I tell like a lot of the homies, and I tell my little homies and stuff.
That's me. No, when I was born.
Back in '88, la-di-da.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, my mom, when I was born, you know, she held me in her arms for the first time, as they say, you know, not to sound all dramatic and prolific.
You remember that?
I remember when the doctor hung me outside and spanked my ass, like, hey, nigga, don't do that, eh? Nah, but for real, it's like, you know, my mom, your mom, everybody's mom didn't hold their son in their arms and was like, hey, one day your name's going to be Rain, you're going to be from Barrio KHA, and you're going to be a son of a bitch. Like, I can't wait till, you know, 2000 whatever, when you turn. No, like, we all, not in a negative way. Take it any, I mean, you could take it in, anybody could take it any way they want.
It's however you see it, take it.
But it's like I said, it's not like our moms were like right there. You're gonna be so and so from Barrio or whatever, and you're gonna be doing time all the time, and you're gonna be having 6 bodies under your belt, and you know, la-di-da, and you're gonna be having a face and a head full of tat. No,
that's the farthest thing from their thoughts.
Now, with that, it's funny because when I was at a boys' home back in the day, shout out Leroy Haynes and Laverne, there was this dude from Evergreen there, and he used to everything out his mouth, Evergreen, 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 Evergreen. And one day, the teacher told him like, "Hey, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're a one note type of guy. Like, all I ever hear is Evergreen, Evergreen. Don't you know anything else in your life?" And like straight out, he looked her in the eyes and like, "Ma'am, with all due respect, I don't know nothing else in my life."
And there's some people like that.
And he straight out, he told her like, "My mom is from Evergreen. My dad is from Evergreen. They met from different cliques. My grandma, my grandpa are from Evergreen. Guess what? My aunt, my uncle, Evergreen." And it was that day, I was 16 when he said that, because I was the same way when he'd be in class, like, "Oh my God, here we go again. I get it. Like, you're from Evergreen, dick, and Jesus Christ." But it was that day, literally, like, was an eye opener for me, where he was like, "No, with all due respect, I don't know anything else. I was literally born into this shit where all my family, I have pictures, were all from different cliques or parts of Evergreen." And it was from that day on, I was just like, damn, like, contrary to what I said, like, holding that little.
Do you think in that situation it was different?
Way different, because it's like that age old thing, your daddy a Crip, and your mama a Crip, and your cousins is Crip. Guess what? More than likely, you're gonna turn out to be. It's not nobody's fault, but again, it's that environment. Now, my dad, vice versa. Again, vice versa to the vice versa. He grew up in the Pico projects back in like the 50s and 60s. There was Pico Nuevo in there. There was White Fence. Whatever. Nah, I'm from San Gabriel Valley. I don't fucking know. But you get what I'm saying. Like, from the stories he told me, he's like, just because I grew up in there didn't mean I had to be like them. And again, it might have been hard for him, because he's told me stories where it's like, there's times where I went out there to work on my car. I got my toolbox. I set him down on the ground. Bah, bah, bah. It's like, I'm going right back inside. Like, fuck all this.
And I think that all has to do with your mind state, because it's kind of like you could tell a kid, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Once they hit a certain age, there's no controlling. They're gonna do what they want. Only thing you could hope for is that there was something instilled in them that made them, like, you know what I'm saying, to listen to you a little bit or something. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but what your dad did, he made the best out of the situation. But it sounds like if he was like, "Yes, I know I'm living here. I'm not going to forever though. I'm trying to get out this motherfucker."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
did.
And he didn't make an excuse to be like, "Yes, a product of my environment, basically. Like, this is all I know, and this is all I'm gonna ever know."
Or vice versa, when he seen me coming up in the bullshits, where I'm pretty sure I upset him. And he's like, "Man, I did all this, now look at you." Like, but again, that's what we call a variable in life,
What's a variable? I'm just kidding. That sounds like math.
When Hector goes to see his hole. It depends. If he goes stop to see his hole. That's what we call a variable. Family Guy, you wouldn't get it. Giggity, there.
What's a moment you're proud of that nobody knows of?
When I used to be a woman. I mean,
when I transitioned.
Nope, that was you, buddy.
I was bringing it up, but all right. That's a joke.
I don't know. I guess I don't know if I want to say nobody knows about, but
like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. It's a general question.
It's just that for me, I mean, this from going, like I said, wanting to blow my brains out, towards like, no, I had to pick up my pants and I got my son back.
And only the ones that know what happened.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I had my support system, and although some homies know, some homies don't. It is what it is. But I'm proud of it. I'd say that would be one main thing right now.
What about you?
When he transitioned,
I can tell you straight up that I haven't known you for too long, but the fact that you told me you had went back to school, That's something to be proud of because a lot of people just be like, "Fuck this." I know I wanted to,
I still want to.
but you're not. I mean, well, from what it sounds like, you're not.
And
like,
I don't want to, but then there's definitely times where I'm just like, I want to say just fuck it, but that's the one thing. To me, that's the one thing I gotta do. Like 100%. That's what I gotta do. Like for my mom, my grandpa, and my grandma. That's all I care about.
I mean, I was go on, my bad.
Because my mom, she didn't graduate high school. My uncles didn't graduate high school. Like, so the only people so far that my grandma has raised that graduate high school was my sister, and now I want my grandma to experience one of the boys she raised to go graduate high school, not a juvenile hall or get a GED. Like,
hey, what's wrong with the GED?
Nothing, but like,
all right. Nah, I get you.
I wanted to be able to sit and then watch me walk on the stage, take my thing, the diploma, my cap and gown, and then walk off. And afterwards, go do whatever.
I mean, I've told him, Dick, at least at the very end of the day, yeah, you're a gang member. Have your GED, have your diploma. I mean, can't
sophisticated gang member.
Yeah.
Smart and shit.
I mean, at least they can't. It may not mean nothing to nobody, but it's like I got my GED finally. You know, my daughter went into high school. I was like, oh hell, she is not gonna graduate before me. Fuck that. To where, like, I tell them, like, at least get your GED, Doug. If you're gonna make, you know, I don't wish it for anybody, but if you're gonna be in the system, at least you gotta have that under your belt, to where they're like, oh, he's not a complete fucking idiot.
Why do you think nobody, like, people don't know? Because I'm sure there's other people with a similar story. Why do you think people don't normally talk about wins like that? Because people always, I got a new car, or I just got a house. But there's wins that people don't know about that. Well, yeah, the only reason I got that house was because of the small wins that I was able to accomplish while doing it. Do you think it's because they feel like, oh, they don't need to know my story, or who cares? Like why do you think people don't talk about the small ones? Because in reality, the small wins
behind it,
the small wins like that should be celebrated just as much as this. Because I feel like, and so yeah, I got that house, but understand, before I got that house, I lost something, but I didn't want to fail that person, so I always told them I was going to get a house, so that's why I did it. So it's an accumulation of all those small ones, but they don't talk about those. They just want to show the end point. Why do you think that? Do you think it's to show off? Do you think it's they're embarrassed?
I think people glamorize it too much nowadays, where it's like per se, if you got a car,
I don't.
But when like before, you had that little, what was it, that hatchback, a little bucket, low key.
Remember that one, the white one?
For, you know, pieces of tape here, that. But you were getting a point A to point B, to where you got your Kia. You came through. I was like, oh, I was like, that's right. This and that. Pulled that shit out the dealership. Whether you paid for it all at once or not, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, my boy got a car. Like when I got, you know, the homies were happy for me when I got my first car, the 2011 Toyota Camry used. But they weren't like, motherfucker, why didn't you get a new one? And they're like, hell yeah, motherfucker, you got it. Now you could go from point A to point B. You know, you could slang out, and you know, the world just got bigger to you, to where it's like, I don't have to borrow nobody's car. I don't have to this and that. Like, walk. I don't have to walk. Like, I remember when I was like 15, 16, an OG from White Fence that I used to go to church with told me, like, hey, you could have, like, used to be on my bike, gangbanging over there in LA. In my 20s, I finally had to get a car because, you know, my enemies started having cars. So it's like, they'd bang on me, I'd bang on them. And it's like, you know, for all the peddling I did, cut this way. And they just went, you know, all they had to do was go 10 miles an hour. Not even
on the gas. Right in
the brake. And it's just like, they kept up with me. So it's like, I had to step my game up. So it's like, I wouldn't knock. And even if, like the homie gets a car, I had to get, you know, a 99 Honda Civic.
It's like, don't ever explain a win to me, dog.
Are you not walking anymore? Yeah. Are you going out? You know, you can take your bitch out now, right? Yeah. You ain't getting banged on because you're walking no more, right? Not to say you were scared, but now vice versa. Now you're the one rolling up on a motherfucker. Now you can go to the, you know, like I said earlier, you can go to the playa if you want to. You go to, you know, the next city over now without having to be on a bus schedule, Uber. Well, I'll be proud of this motherfucker.
That's why I said I know I've known him that long, but it means something to guys because we don't usually hear it that much. But I'm proud of you, though. Straight up.
I think it's just again like that stigmatism from like my dad. He grew up in the 50s where you had to be a man. Big boys don't cry.
I am a man.
Yeah. You know, you get a gal, get a house, get a barn, la di da. You know, you do the thing where they were more prepared for life. To where it's like now it's like,
well, you know, the situations and living situations are different. Now
Yeah.
it's not the same. It's not. It's you used to be able to survive off of one person working, the other person staying at home. You know what I'm saying? Now your kids got to work.
yeah. It's like as soon as you know, like my dad took on long hours. You know, he used to work from like 6 a.m, 9, 10 at night, but it allowed my mom to have a regular 8-hour job to where like she could drop us off in the morning and pick us up after school, have dinner ready, la di da, to where my dad came home. You know,
so it's like they both worked, but he worked a little extra so that she could still get some like family stuff done.
So like I remember, you know, at the time you don't understand it when you're little. I used to like
give me money.
Like he'd be working like 9, 10 at night. You know, when I was like 5, 6 years old, bedtime was at like 7, 8 already. You know, to where I would go to sleep in the kitchen in the doorway. You know, like,
waiting for him.
So at least he had to wake me up. I mean, well, what are you doing here? Like, hey, Dad, I wanted to see you. You know, like I don't get to see you all day, man. Like. You know what I mean? So we're like, come on, pick me up, you know?
I throw you out the house.
Yeah.
Like
I still hate you,
like
but here, go to sleep.
Like fucking, what's that fool's name from Fresh Prince of
Bel-Air? Jazz?
You ever notice he's wearing the same clothes because they use the same scene?
Yeah, it was always the same scene. But it's like, at that time, I'd be like, this son of a bitch doesn't love us, you know? La-di-da. To where I got older, it's like,
I get it.
He was sacrificing as a man to do what he had to do to make sure again that my mom was able to drop us off in the morning, come home by 3, 4, so we're like, you know, I still got to see someone. So now he's retired. He hates seeing my ass all day. Full circle.
Hey, not just you, all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. He just pretends to be happy every time he sees us.
No. Yeah, you see that shit. I come home, hey, what's up, Pop? He's like, hey, mijo, how we doing? But then you guys come in, hey, there he is. Like, oh, well, fuck me. Guess I'll just throw myself out. It's like,
ah!
See, where's the trash again?
How do you feel about people who, going off of that, we were just talking about how your dad, of like the excuse factor. For example, this is a light one, but it's not. My car went out. I could have easily been like, well, fuck it, I can't get to school. But I ended up getting a scooter.
Queer.
I'm taking the bus.
Gay!
We're done. Cut his mic.
Cut the cameras.
Cut his
mic. I was upstate. 17.
Lorraine was upstate.
18 and a half.
When Rain was upstate.
19 and a half.
But so, do you feel like anybody could use their past or things that have happened to them, bad, like whatever?
Fuck that victim mentality.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. They can use that as an excuse, but I feel like at some point, like you just said, you need to grab your nuts and be like, no, I need to do this. Like, I need to stop with this shit. Because we go through shit every day. We all go through shit every day that makes us not want to keep going. I mean, that's life. But there's two people. Ones who use it as an excuse, and then there's two who use it as a motivation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, me personally, spite's a motivator.
I never looked at it like that, but when she said it, I get it. I love Sprite.
I mean, personally, that's a motivator. So, like, when they used to tell me I can't, like, what do you mean I can't?
What do you mean I can't sell my butt?
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like I said, my wife recipe, she used to tell me, like, you can't do that. Like, excuse you? It's like, I'm not you.
You're like, I don't care if you're married to me. You better shut the hell up.
Yeah. Like, I don't believe in domestic violence, but I will hit you.
What do you tell a woman with one
Pow! Straight that moon.
What do you tell a woman with one black eye?
Nothing. She already knows.
Oh, no. I fucked that one up. What do you call a woman with two black eyes?
A slow learner.
And what do you tell a woman with one black eye?
Fast learner.
Nothing. You already told her once.
No, they racist, huh?
Not, it's like you're a damn freaking environmentalist. What does that mean? How do you?
There's again, you could use your sadness, and I get it. Some people get drawn into, but in this world, woe is me will get you so far with only the same type of people. To where you need to, like you said, pick your balls up, dust yourself off, and like, let's do it again. I got knocked off the horse. I'm gonna get back up on that bitch, and so hopefully soon I'm a rodeo star going, yee, look at me, I'm barebacking the shark.
Or only to add to that, or the situation about the horse. My horse don't work no more. Well, then I have to get a smaller horse like my scooter to keep, because I need to get shit done.
And I shoot that damn horse and buy a pony.
To be honest, with the scooter, you see me pull up to a freaking sea the other day on the scooter, took the Metrolink. It didn't stop me from, you know what I'm saying?
Took it a little longer, but
yeah, I feel like
gave me more of an excuse to hang out with my kids. So,
and like I said, if I feel like excuses are just gonna, they'll probably only get you so far with certain people. Like, you know what I'm saying? But keep on doing that. If you want to elevate, you're gonna have to let those people go, let the mentality go, or something, because it's not unless you're happy where you're at, unless you're happy in a situation that you're at.
Sometimes being in that sad place is comforting.
Facts. That's fucking, and I feel like that's a big factor in why people like to stay in it.
But then at the same time, like we're saying, when my son came from Texas, they candied his ass over there. Where he was a little candy ass when he got here. Towards like I wasn't right there like kicking him and this, but it's like he'd fall down. He'd start screaming like, "Hey, stop screaming, get up!" Towards like my niece used to be the same way, even though she grew up in our household. She'd fall. I'd be like, "Are you gonna get up, or are you gonna stay crying?" I hurt myself. Yeah, but look at that. Look at that crack in the. You did that from falling. And she'd look at herself like, huh? But like, so are you gonna get up? Because I don't want you to break the floor anymore. Okay, there we go.
It's a. But
I'm not trying to be, like I said, I'm not trying to be like, oh, you're a little bitch, get the fuck up. No.
Oh no, yeah, no, none of that. But
But I'm not gonna candy his ass. He doesn't need it. It's not gonna get him anywhere in life.
And I feel like that analogy there could be applied to us being older. It's the same thing. It's like, I get it. I'm not saying it's not okay to be sad or pissed off, but go ahead and come, or what's
Don't make it your personality.
Yes. Let it do it in each studio, feel it. But at some point you need to get back up. If not,
take your time to mourn.
Yes, exactly. However long it is, don't let it be too long. But
sprained your ankle, cool. Stay off it for a day or two. Ice it. Ibuprofen. But you're gonna have to get back up and walk on that shit again. So don't come around like, oh, I need a crutch, I need a cane. I was like, come on, do it now.
So going on to that, but next question, but on the same thing. When you hit those points in life where you got to deal with it, how do you personally deal with it without letting it completely destroy you? Because obviously you're still here, so you didn't let it completely destroy you. Or how do you feel like you do it? Like, how do you get through it? What is it that you do where you don't let it completely destroy you or take you over? When you fall, like I said, like when you fall on your knee and you're in that pain moment crying, like, how do you deal with it? Put a Band-Aid.
I was lucky, like as cliche as it sounds, I'm lucky that I had a good support system. To where I was at that time where I told you, hey, without saying too much, hey, take my strap. I don't trust myself. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I feel stupid about it now. Maybe, some people are going to look at it as, oh, you were trying to take the coward's way out. Like, yeah, I was devastated when that shit happened.
But I didn't.
But I didn't. And no, you took it. And you didn't give it back to me right when I asked for it. You're like, nah, you're like, do you chill out, relax, take some pills, take some counseling, but you need to get back up.
Before I get, yeah.
Like that night you saw me just break, like scratching at the walls, howling at the moon, screaming, like I was ready to, I flipped.
And the crazy thing about that is I didn't just walk in and it was happening. That was something that I experienced from the brink until you kind of calm down a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't just walk in and like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I seen it. But like I told you, I was just like, it's cool. Like, you know, and you were just like, can you get my dad? And I got your dad. But I stayed there the whole time because not just that. I could. I know there's some people who would have been like, I don't want to do it.
I got my own problem.
I could have easily did that, but I was just like, nah, like, is he like cool? Like, what's up? And even I don't know if your dad told you, but your dad after when I was gonna leave, you didn't walk me out that day. He, when I was at the door, he was like, yes, hey, Rick, thanks for staying. And I was like, you don't gotta thank me. I was like, there's nothing to be. I'm his friend. Like, what kind of friend would I be if I had just been like, hey, yo, he's tripping. I can't do it. Like, I was like, you don't gotta thank me. He's like, well, I appreciate it. He's like, get the fuck out of my house.
So that goes along with what I tell people. Like, I got blood family that are for shit. That knew what happened. Not that I was expecting them to come and coddle me, but nobody ever reached out to me. Again, I wasn't expecting them to, but as it goes along with that family shit, where it's like, I got family that live in my hood. Literally a 5-minute walk from me, you know, down the street. Don't even come and see how my dad's doing, how my mom's doing, how I'm doing. They live in majority of my family live in La Puente. Don't ever come around la-di-da towards like, you
I live over here, like over there.
You live over here in the IE, and it's like, dude, I see you more than I see people that, you know, it's like I tell my dad, I got people coming from the IE, I got people coming from San Bernardino, you know. The homie Serio, shout out Serio 2 times, you know. He lived in Pomona. He lived in, you know, he wasn't too close to the hood where he's coming every motherfucking day in the morning from sun up to sundown. It's like, damn, dog, like,
holding it down.
It's like, yeah, we're from the same neighborhood, but at the same time, it's like, he's right there, you know, helping out around the house. Like, hey, Pops, you know, I wake up in the morning all last summer. I was like, why is the water running? It's like, Dad's right here. My niece is right here. My mom's right here. It's like, who the fuck's watering my front yard? Like, I go, hey, what's up, my boy? I don't want to wake you up, but, you know, I raked a little, cleaned the flower bed up, and I started watering. It's like, why?
Yeah, I don't even do that.
It's like, because I wanted to dig, you know, I'm here all the time. I figured it's the least I could do. You know, I swept up. I swept the driveway a little. It's like,
yeah, and I let you sleep a little bit.
And it's like, huh. Yeah, if that ain't family shit, like, again, family don't always got to be your blood.
So, on top, you know, kind of going to these ones are kind of.
You're gonna have to do a lot of editing now.
Nah, do you believe people could really change? Like how you said you got family that don't go, you got family that don't even go see you and they're so close. Do you believe people could change, or do you think, except for I mean, it's different when you're a kid because you're still soaking everything up, but when you're already an adult, do you think if someone's stuck in their ways, or do you think like certain things can happen to make somebody change?
I think so, but in my personal opinion, it takes a lot.
A lot of what? Pain or just something?
You gotta wake up one day, and
I gotta wake up every day.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's certain type of pain for a certain type of. There's levels to it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
To where again, you know, I got my head up out my ass because I was running muck before I went upstate. 19. I was running a motherfucking muck, dog. Like sun up, sun down. Had the fucking 380 with the extendo clip, pound of dope with the scale and the bags all in my middle console.
Dope music, right?
Dope music. But you get what I'm saying? Like all that bullshit running around to where it's like came home and then XYZ happened. I'm pretty tame nowadays. I don't take that as I ain't a killer, but don't push me. But I've calmed down towards like I see the bigger picture now.
Do you see
that had me changing as far as my family, blood family? Fuck them all. I've written them off a long time ago, and there's no love loss. It's just you guys are just you made it. Like I said earlier, you made it your personality.
Kind of like what you told me what happened in Laughlin, huh?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like damn, like that's just who you are, huh? Like
It's like, I get it now. You're just a bitter son of a bitch. And it's like, I didn't want to believe it because, you know, he was never really towards me. I'd see you at family parties and la-di-da, but now I get it. Told you apologize, but still, I get it. You're just a prick for some reason.
What about you? Do you think people could change? Do you think they're stuck
He's a
in
prick too. Fuck him.
or do you think or they're stuck in the ways, or do you think that certain things can make people see the bigger picture?
Yeah, I think people could change. It's just they got to go through certain aspects of life to realize that the way that they've been doing things or seeing things is wrong, and then that makes them want to change that about themselves.
And so, in those situations that you say people need to go through, do you think that those things need to be big events, or do you think little things can happen that'll make them start seeing things different? Because I'm gonna give you an example. I remember when I met Grizz the first time. Prior to that, I had this mentality. I don't think like that no more, but I had this mentality of what's somebody younger going to teach me?
Hey, you be some.
Exactly.
Yeah, a motherfucker be coming out with some like shit that like.
And then
what the fuck?
When I started talking to him and he told me about his story and going up, that day I was just like, you know, I never thought I could learn, or I never used to see the point in trying to get a life lesson from somebody younger than me. But after that day, it kind of like now I just kind of take everybody's story in because you can't learn something from somebody younger than you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
I think that's somewhat of a ignorance, and not a negative way, but it's your ignorance where you're like, what can somebody younger than me, like you said, teach me? And then he goes around and tells you something, you're like, what the fuck? Like, all right, old man Grizz.
Right? I'm glad. Well,
hey, I'm even surprised, little Carnelito right here. Like that time when we were going down and you're like with the writing and shit. Mm-hmm.
Can't hear you.
Oh. The little carnal right here told me some shit. Or like, I got heated about something. Not to say too much, but he's like, dang. I'm seeing it right through this light. You see it through here, it's like, huh.
Perspective.
Yeah.
It changes a lot of things. Like
I was mad, but it was like it. These motherfuckers ain't even active like that in the hood. Why are you getting mad that they're active out here? Like, huh, some bitch. It's
like I see it. I get what you're
all right, let's go get a drink. I need to learn more of this.
When things like, you know, a situation happened at your house when I was there that day, anything chaotic in life, how do you try to, or how do you protect you? Because if you don't have control of yourself, then if everything's chaotic outside of the world, outside of you, and you're chaotic, it's not going to work. But if you're able to like keep your inner peace, even when things are chaotic, you're able to handle like analyze the situation and be like, okay, I know what the fuck's going on. How do I find my way out of this? How do I protect myself? Or how do you protect your peace when shit gets chaotic?
Just chill. Sometimes I just gotta lock myself, metaphorically and physically. Like, you gotta lock yourself away for a minute. It's like, okay, you know what? I don't want to drive no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so to speak. I'm gonna take my hands off the wheel, pull over, and let's see. You know.
Do you have any? So my answer to that would be music. A lot of the shit that surrounds me, like that I do, it involves music because I've made it so a big part of my life. So when things get chaotic, I'll write, even with no beat. Like, it kind of shuts everything else out for a little bit. Lets my head get clear, and then I could analyze certain situations. Because in the heat of the moment, I'm impulsive and I have anxiety. If I didn't have
two things that work out great in life,
I'm not saying I have full control over them because it overtakes me sometimes, but if I didn't have some type of control over them, basically I don't know, because I would
probably be in jail.
Like I said, I don't really know because I'm able to have a grasp on it to an extent, but sometimes it just overflows. But
we're all human.
When all that shit happens, it's all right. Or draw. I love drawing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you have anything that kind of shuts everything out when you're doing it? It could even be your kid.
Yeah, no, I was about to say my son. He keeps me hella grounded now.
What about you? What about you?
My son keeps him grounded too. Shit.
We're all grounded. Do you have anything that brings you like a sense of relief when shit's just not going your way?
Something good, just cool.
I like these questions. It makes you think. Because it makes you go into like the, I never thought about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, but like, continue.
Nothing off the top of my head. Now just like whenever something just not going my way or just something just going bad or whatever,
it can even be if shit's going bad. I'm gonna go to range pad.
That's usually it seems to be like not to toot my own horn, but like that seems to be everyone. Sometimes that in itself helps me.
That in itself helped me.
What, going to range pad?
Well, no, I live there, so I'm stuck with that asshole all day. But
I go to the restroom, he's there.
All right.
Shower sharking.
Shower.
Looking for the new.
1 second, quick my phone. Lost.
I think sometimes it's cool though. Like he'll come to me with a little something on his mind.
Mm-hmm.
It takes me out my shit.
And that's a good one right there, because even so, something that could bring peace. I mean, if you never thought about it, that's something that brings peace to you when things get chaotic is being an ear for somebody else, because it kind of shuts your problems out. You know what I mean? And I never thought about that. I never thought about it like that either. That's just something that's something I just literally thought of when you said that, because you said it pulls you out of your whatever the hell's going wrong with you. You know what I mean? But hold up.
You never want to see your brothers going doing bad. So if I could
shoot him, this is the opposite. How do you feel about that? How we talked about earlier being watered down. How do you feel about specifically older homies telling the younger ones to do things that they never did or would never fucking do?
What do you mean by that? Like, because when I was brought up, when I was under it again,
2022 or upstate.
No. That's
before he went to upstate.
Okay.
Like I said, with my older homie, you tell me straight out, I'm never gonna ask you to do something I wouldn't do myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna tell you to go out there and kill 3 dudes if I'm not either gonna go with you or I know you're wet behind the ears that you ain't ready.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, realistically, I would never ask him to do anything that I wouldn't do myself.
And that's the my whole basis of that question is because I've seen it with my own eyes and I've heard it. Like, all 4 of you, like,
I don't believe in why go to the pen when you could send a friend.
That's an easy way to say it. That's an easy way to say it. How do you see when you feel the street getting glamorized in music and movies, and knowing that you're in the middle of it? But like I said earlier, how people glamorize it. Well, yeah, but tell me the other side of that story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel when you guys see it? Do you look at it like, yeah, that fucking, I can relate, or are you like, oh, fake as fuck? Like, how does that make you feel when it's glamorized?
I think to sum it up. You ever seen that movie Paid in Full?
Yes.
At the end, when they're at that spot at the corner where everyone's popping champagne, he goes, "Man, you could see our story now, and in music videos, where they're popping fake champagne and throwing fake money.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of us really out there again, but for the most part, they're right there behind the scenes with the fake money, with the fake, all right, guys, let's get another shot, let's do it again,
Mm-hmm.
To where
no, but like, how does that make you? So I use that analogy, but how does it make you feel? Like, does it make you go like, damn, this shit's really, people really be like glamorizing this, people really be thinking this is real, but it's not. Like, when you're in the heart of it, like you get what I'm saying?
Sheep, easily influenced and shit. Like,
perfect example when people talk about certain situations, but like that one time when you called me and you were like, "Hey, fool, can you call up to I need another body here. Like, I need somebody out."
When we made that fort,
and
we parked the car, we put the trash cans in it,
and you had that bench up. Hey, I'm telling you, I know it was funny, but anything to slow down a bullet.
Yeah.
anything to slow that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what the fuck. That's why I put all that shit up. I was like, we're gonna funnel him into
Yeah,
the
pretty
fucking.
much.
But
Fortnite before it was Fortnite.
I know we joke about that now, and even like when I pulled up that day, you were sitting inside of your house with the door open with the AR,
With the black sheet on me so you can't even see me and shit. Yeah, like all camoed out.
and I pulled up. That was
3 feet to your left, move.
we walked out of that situation. Happened, luckily, but that really happened. Shit could have happened.
It's funny now.
Yeah, but like, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. You lived it. We were really in the middle of it. But when you see it, when you see people faking it to sound cool, does it piss you off, or does it just make you go like, yes, y'all ain't really ready? Like
yes, like you ain't about that.
I know. I already know you're not. But go ahead and keep it. I used to get pissed off or whatever. Now I look at it like the truth will come out eventually. It happens all the time with certain rappers getting exposed for not really.
When Chrome gets pressed to the dome, you're gonna see who the fuck's really not.
Or when the lead starts flying.
Yeah, you're gonna see who cuts and run or who's standing the ground.
Ducking maybe, but at least standing the ground.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm bulletproof.
It's a war scar. What about you? When you see, living in the middle of it, does it piss you off to see people glamorizing it, not knowing the true story, or you just like it?
Like people glamorizing it that never
yes,
that never really experienced it.
Mm-hmm. Does it make you go like this? Like does it piss you off, or does
I just be like, get the fuck out of here? Like, simple like.
I mean, some fools you can tell by the way they carry themselves. And like you're scared for a fade, but you were in a firefight. Get the fuck out of here.
Have you ever had the homies who always just happen to have a story of some crazy shit, but they're always at your house, or you know that? Okay.
Vice versa, when homies like, yeah, I passed by your house and you weren't out there. It's like, huh, bullshit. Because I only go inside to get a lighter, take a piss,
or
like
sleep.
Yeah. So if you pass by, you must have had your eyes closed, or
it was like fucking 12 a.m. because everybody knows Rain goes sleep at 7.
You know what I'm saying? These old bones need their 16 hours of rest.
Have you well, with Rain it's hard. I know I have. Have you ever had people treat you different off the top because of your appearance? I know I have. I mean, I've done it to Rain, obviously. I treat them different, but not in a bad way. I just didn't expect that from him when I seen him.
I think it's mostly because like I don't fit the stereotype. Not to talk bad on anyone, but it's like I'm not here with the 501s. I don't got face tats. I don't got I'm not sleeved up. I'm not here. Yeah, we're joking right now for the past 19 joke. When I was upstate. I was on a level 2 yard, dog.
19.
It's 20 now.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit. 22. Bro, keep me count. He's like, no, I want that fool to hit I want that fool to get the card.
But it's like, for the most part, I'm not trying to say I was the hardest motherfucker in the sun, dog. I was on a motherfucking 2 yard. And I think a lot of fools right there, like, again, won't admit that. I didn't have no claim to fame. I went up there. I did my time. I got down a couple of times for XYZ. I got high, but I wasn't up there. I didn't run the pad. I wasn't close to, the lifers. I did what I did, and I came home. Caught some extra time because, again, it happens. But I'm not saying that I was raising my hand for, oh, yeah, I'll do it. Oh, I'll do the mission.
Torpedo?
I wasn't the torpedo or nothing.
What about you? You feel like you've been looked at or treated differently from face value at first, like from people? Like,
I wouldn't say like. Yeah, sure, yeah.
I know I definitely have. You don't know how many times the cops or even people. I have no gang affiliated tattoos, but it's hard to spot at first just because I have so many tats. You know what I'm saying?
Off the top, you look a stereotype,
which is why I still to this day I get banged on, and I get that but a lot of the times what ends up happening is when they talk to me, they'll be like, "Oh, I thought you were like an asshole," and I was like, "Well, I can't be, but I'm not that off the jump. It all depends on you actually, because I could, if you think I look a certain way, like oh, like a gang member or somebody who just wants to trip, I'll trip if you come at me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll prove it to you. But if not, other than that, if it's not at my feet, or if you're not in my, I'll get you with respect.
You know, I'm not one of them fools that walks around. You know, like per se, when I'd be around my older homie, like when I'd be around Sin or I'd be around, you know, my other older homies and shit. What's up, dog? You know, introducing themselves, and I'd pop up from my, hey, what's up? I'm Rain, buddy. Okay, you know, like
that's exactly what you do with me.
And it's
where's his flat? Right here. This is me.
Like, howdy. It's like, okay, but don't get it twisted, dog. Like,
I will shoot you on my pellet gun.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll
shoot myself just to make a point.
We know.
It was a SIG dig. It went off by itself.
A SIG dig? What?
It was a SIG. It went off by itself. That's all I'm saying.
So what you're saying is guns kill people.
No, I kill people.
By your statement.
We got him.
Check the car. Do you think society gives real chances for people from the streets to thrive legally?
Yeah.
You think so?
I do and I don't. Because
that goes with one of the questions we had a little while ago, but what were we gonna say?
I used to have a stigma on myself, you know, I'm a felon. I just got out of prison, la-di-da. But when I went through my court to get my son, you know, the other side was trying to stigmatize me. Oh, you know, he just came home from prison.
And it's documented, right?
He's in a gang, this and that. It's like, yeah. And I was right there like, fuck, man, like I ain't gonna get a fair one. Like, fuck this shit. To where my lawyer was like, and even the judge, surprisingly, was like, yeah, that may be. Are you on probation, you know? No, I finished it. So you've done your time. There's no reason for you to keep paying for it. You did your time. You came home. You did your probation. You finished it. You got no, so to speak, as they say in the game, you got no tail on you anymore. So I'm not going to. So the judge was like, I'm not going to stigmatize you and hold it against you. You did what you did. You fucked up. Came home. You righted your wrongs. And you haven't been in trouble since. Yeah, you know, I fucked up, did 2 quick little 10-day flashes after I came home. But again, like, what are you at? Do you have any active cases? La-di-da. Again, XYZ. No. Then I'm not going to stigmatize you for it either. What's in the past is in the past.
So, off of what you're saying, do you believe that things would have went a lot different if it was on paper that even after you got out of prison, you had kept going back to jail and fucking... Do you think these would have... Like, if you were still basically doing dumb shit and getting caught, do you think the whole court thing would have went a whole different way?
Oh, yeah, it would have went a way different way.
So it has to do with the choices you make. Like, it has to do with... Yeah, you're... Like you said, I'm a gang member, but the choices that I made are keeping me out of prison, obviously. So I'm not going back. I can support my kid.
I do.
That's what I'm saying. It's the choices you make. So going back to the excuses, you could easily use prison. Well, I'm back in prison anyway, so I'm...
recidivism, la-da-da. Oh, AB 109 is a setup for failure.
Yes.
It was a setup for failure. And again, I fucked up twice, but you know what? I own that shit. There's nobody who fucked up other than me. So should I have been around gang members? No, and that's what I got caught being around. It's one of your stipulations.
What about you?
You're around gang members too.
No, because you said yes, or about giving people from the street real chances legally.
Yeah, there is. Everybody's at an equal opportunity. It's just what you decide to make of that opportunity. Nobody's really at a disadvantage other than like home-wise. Maybe at home you're at a disadvantage or something like that, but everybody has an opportunity, whether it's unfair or unfair whether it's fair or unfair, to make something of themselves legally without having to cut corners or skip a few roads or
it might take a little while, but it's gonna.
Yeah, everybody has opportunities.
So going, I know he brought up his kid right now. What do you want your kids or future generations to learn from your journey?
You're gonna fuck up. I mean, I hate to be that person, but my son tells me, you know, I want to be a rapper, Dad. Because, you know, he tells me, you know, I want to be YouTube famous. That seems to be the way of the world nowadays. You know, all the kids look, you know, I want to be Instagram famous. I want to be YouTube famous. I want to be an influencer. I want to I personally tell him there's better things out there, mijo. Now, will you make money as quick? And then, because unfortunately, a podcaster, a YouTuber, Instagram, OnlyFans shit makes more money in a month or two than a doctor, than a surgeon does. And so, not all of them, but the lucky few that make it, that get that audience. Hey, I'm not mad, but I want him to.
Well, because it's not their fault; it's the consumers.
Yeah,
it's like I'm mad at you guys for buying this shit.
Yeah, but I tell him like, when he tells me, hey, I want to be a cop, be a cop. Hey, but he's again,
but you can't live with me no more.
But you better know how to keep your mouth shut, or at least be on the take. But it's like,
now.
Yeah. To where I want him to be the best at what he's gonna be, and unfortunately, as hypocritical or as stupid as it sounds, you want to be you want to peddle, you want to sell drugs. Like you said earlier, I'm not gonna like it, but at some point, this is what he's gonna do.
It's only it just you just gotta hope that whatever you taught him up until that point is stuck. So like,
but I also feel fortunate enough that if I see him starts wearing, the blue rag and mijo, beat that ass. I want you hanging out, like there's times where he'll greet, he comes out with, like when you come or when the homie goes, what shit, he'll say it like that, like, what's up? Hey, what's up, homie? Hey, nah, cut that shit right now, doggy. Like,
howdy there, lad.
Yeah. It's like, I ain't mad at you guys because, we're all adults already. I consider him a grown-ass man because he's made a grown-ass decision to do what he's going to do. But I'm not going to have you right here like, it's funny sometimes, yeah. But, no, that's not it, Mio, and I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did.
And that's the force you said that you have. I feel, because I know not everybody's walking at Rain's house. I feel like the ones that you do.
And if you're not welcome, you did something.
So the ones that are welcome, I'm sure I mean, you can probably tell certain people sometimes, but speaking for myself, I would never allow that to happen or influence anything like that for that to happen as far as him going to that route. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. Yeah. The people you keep around you is a big factor in a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that ever brought in around my nephew, dog, let's be honest. I'm not a gangbanger. A majority of the people that I know and kick it with and are cool with are unaffiliated. But I trust them around my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Because just because of, let's say street people or from the streets or grew up with, however, a lot of the most solidest people come from that because of they know what it's like to either not have nothing or to grow up hard to where they wouldn't want to look at the next generation. Now, I'm not saying all of them because some of them were born into that, but yeah, all the people that I bring around my nephew, I don't gotta worry about them hey, when he gets older, join that. You know what I'm saying?
You're 16 now, ain't you? Get over this way.
Unfortunately, that hasn't happened. But if that ever does happen, I'm fighting my homie straight. You know what I'm saying? In any situation.
Goes back to what we said earlier. You're gonna check someone.
Now, and how he reacts, you get a second chance. But when it's more personal when with your own. You know what I'm saying? How he reacts, if he's genuinely sorry about that, or if he was joking, or well, my bad, but it sounded serious. That's why I did it. Now, if he starts, well, he tripping for, oh hell no, I'll flat him again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna happen. But back to the question, what do you want him to learn from your journey? I know you gave us what happens on the journey, but what do you want your kid and future generations to learn from it? You're just one person, but somebody is gonna hear it and be like, I never thought about it like that. Different perspectives. So what do you want them to learn from what you've been through?
If you're gonna do bad, then do bad. But just remember, this is the train you hopped on. So don't come at me like, hey, I got shot at. No shit. Oh, I got beat up for wearing, a King's hat.
You don't say.
No fucking shit. And it goes back to that shit. Hey, I've had homies, we've had homies that lost their lives. You're worried about, we've had fools that came around wanting to be from the hood or like got a quick check you out from enemies where they took their hat. I got my hat taken. I don't give a fuck, dog. I got homies that ain't coming home. I got homies that lost their life over wearing a motherfucking King's hat, Like, talk to me about something that's easily replaceable, motherfucker. Like,
I can't do this no more. Oh, dog.
You can't do this no more? Cool. The fuck on then. Like,
it's, what about you? What would you want your kids or future generations to learn from you? As anything you've been through, like, it could be.
You're in the shits now. That's all I can say. So,
just listen to the older homies. Like when they told me don't be sitting out in front of the Frasers, and I did it anyways.
It makes you go like this. I should have listened.
I'm not mad at him, but at the same time, look at, everybody who knows me, I'm gonna be the first motherfucker to pick you up if you fall down. But as I'm picking you up, bam, I'm kicking you in the ribs, and I'm picking you up. Oh, that's fucked up. No, that's me. Because I'm not going to sit here and candy your ass and
enable.
Pretty much. And like I said, I'm going to kick you in the ribs. You learned now, didn't you, motherfucker? Yeah. All right.
Told you so.
Yeah. I hate to be the person to say I told you so, but
I told you so.
I told you so, and that's poetry in motion right there. Now you going to learn from it or not?
If there was anything, it doesn't have to be your whole life because I know how we all feel about that as far as no regrets. It's who we.
That's my Creole.
It's I know, and I highly agree with that because I feel like one little decision back then. I look at it like I always bring up the present. If if something got changed in the past, I wouldn't have met you. It would have been I'm talking about something small, like what I'm saying, like it's just little things like that. So now instead of changing it, do I wish it would have happened earlier? Yeah, of course, but that wouldn't have been able to happen earlier unless something changed. And you know what I'm saying? So if you could reset anything.
It's like you're here now, been knowing you, and the homie that introduced us, well, not a homie no more.
And shit. Now, little situation. If I never met him, I wouldn't have got introduced to you. You know what I'm saying? Things happen in life where it's like a domino effect, but leading to your destiny. But if you could hit reset on any situation in your life or anything that affected you without, not doing your whole life, what would you like? What one thing would you possibly have done different?
Been smart about what I was doing.
Just in general?
Before they pulled me away and I had to go upstate. 23.
What about you? If you could hit reset on one situation in your life, what would you do different?
I would have been out here, still supporting my wife, still supporting my daughter. Got to see my son grow up because I missed out on like
a year.
I missed out on 4 years.
Oh no, I was talking about when you were upstate.
I missed out on that. But then when I came home, unfortunately she had to go to Texas with her family because you get in where you fit in. To where I was on probation for the next 2-3 years, so I couldn't leave the state, nor did I want to chance it. I mean, I could have. Let's put that out there right now. I could have very well left the state.
But it was a risk.
But it was a risk
of going back,
of getting busted, and then if his mom got mad at me, that's a long way to go for someone to close the door on you.
Yep.
And that would have ended up really bad.
What about you?
I don't know yet.
I could say like he's a little too young for that one.
True, but like I said earlier,
I mean, yeah,
I could always look at some. I wasn't able to do it before, but even though he's younger, you can still learn something from somebody, and it doesn't even need to be life changing. Like I wouldn't have sat in front of the Frasers that day. If you could reset life, would you have done that? Like something like that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't.
Well, then I say like yeah, I should have listened to whatever. When I really think back, like if I really realistically had an opportunity to go tell my younger self whatever a month ago,
2022.
Don't do it. Would I really said don't do it, or press the homies to get me a thing?
But so that answered my question. You would reset it to make sure you had something on you.
Something like maybe change it. I don't know.
And you know what? That answer, like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. That's That's a perfect answer because then you wouldn't have been caught with your pants down, basically.
But then some lessons, have to be applied. What's the word they say? Emotion. You know what I mean? Would he have listened to himself? Been like, you're just being superstitious. You're being like, you're being kind of spooky dooky.
You're being me, but older.
Yeah. Whereas maybe he, again, I don't wish it to happen to anybody, but this is the game we play. If in a perfect world, none of us listen to our older homies. We could take it into advice. We could take it to heart. But there was times where it's like, again, my older homies would be like, don't do this. You just don't want me to do it because fuck you, like, I do what I do and I does what I does because I likes what I likes.
And then it happens, you're like, I get it.
It's like, oh shit, that bumping on the noggin really put things into perspective.
What's a dream or goal you have that might surprise people? Whoever answers first. We're almost at the last two questions. Sophisticated gangbanger.
Famous gangbanger.
Gangbanger.
That boy ain't really from the Middle finger in, I'm gripping my balls.
Probably to visit every state in the U.S. I want to do that one day.
You have a click in every state, I get it.
Click in every state.
What about you?
Get arrested in every state, eh?
Have a mugshot in every state.
A funny thing though, if you look at all my mugshots from like the first time I got busted to like this last time.
They call us pawns, that's okay, pawns can never retreat. Some losses I took in silence, still I stood on my feet. You play checkers, I play chess, and that's what sets us apart. Me versus me, my worst enemy from the start. Moving like a knight and I strike with a silent blade. I mean with a pen and a pad and the beats getting slayed. You can't undo what's been done and time cannot be restored. 242% till I'm taken off the board.